You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, the Knox Redskins host the Rochester Zebras in a battle where both teams look to continue their success from week one as week 2 of Indiana high school football sports starts now. For the last 57 years, we've experienced sports broadcasting greatness, and for that, we tip our hat to Harold Welter and thank him for his dedication and service to local high school sports. Thank you to our in-game producer, Marilla Schaefer, who is back at KVB headquarters, making sure we are broadcasting out to you live. With us down on the sidelines, getting all the inside information, our sports analyst, Chris McGowan. To our general manager, Lenny Dessauer, thank you for this opportunity. I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is Indiana High School Sports. And we welcome you to Community Field here in Knox, Indiana, as week 2 of the 2022 high school football season gets underway. It's another beautiful day for football as both teams are on the field getting warmed up and ready as we are set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting Sports on WKVI 89.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com. Chris, as we get ready for week 2, coming off of a hot start from Knox last week, really, what do you expect Russ Radke Company to do this season against another 1-0 team in the Rochester Zebras? That's Chris McGowan, our sports analyst, down on the sidelines. He's going to be broadcasting with me throughout the whole game. As we want to remind you, today's broadcast is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Buy, drink, smile, Coke. Well, Chris, we've had one now to see what Knox can do. We've got to see practice and talk to the Russ Radke a little bit. He's excited. He says he's going to come out strong tonight. We expect that to see that from him this evening.
Yeah, so what's exactly the plan?
Well, you're listening to the Coca-Cola pregame show. We're going to take a quick break and be right back for the Alaska Memorial Hospital Injury Report. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Let's talk with the coaches on the Ancilla College Coaches Corner with Mitch Columbi.
Welcome back to the Marian University Ancilla College Coaches Corner. I'm sitting here with Russ Radke in the locker room. Before we get out on the field, we talked a little bit this past Wednesday about Rochester, but tell me what your plan is going into this evening.
Well, the major thing is hopefully to excel in special teams. We really got to get off and get field position and try to gain the opportunity that the special players do special things at the right times. We can get the ball and get good position.
Absolutely. You've been watching a little bit of Rochester film footage this week. What did you see out of the Zebras that you're concerned about and also ready to exploit?
Well, I don't know about exploiting anything that they do offensively. They're very demeanoring in the fact that they try to make you as a defensive team try to key the wrong people at the wrong time, and the next thing you know, they got a ball popping for big yardage. They'll make sure that all 3 running backs get the ball somehow, and then play action for their passes, and it's very deceptive. And as I said, we got to sit back, make sure we attack, and read our keys, and we'll be in good shape.
You plan on coming out strong like you did last week against Winnemac?
Well, if we can get the opportunity by field position, yeah, we will. We'll definitely attack in a mannerism that gives us the initial, hopefully, setting the tone for the entire ballgame.
You've been listening to the Marion University Ancilla College Coaches Corner. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKBI.
Welcome to Marion University's newest location, Ancilla College of Marion University. Marion's newest campus location in Plymouth is your home for an on-campus college experience. From living in the dorms to being a collegiate student-athlete, Marion University is ranked third most innovative Midwest university by U.S. News and World Report. For more information about our 2- or 4-year degrees, go to www.marion.edu/Ancilla. That's www.marion.edu/Ancilla.
For more at the Marion University Ancilla College Coaches Corner, I'm here with Ron Schaefer, head coach of the Rochester Zebras. And Coach, I appreciate you taking your time today. What have you planned this evening against Knox?
Just play real aggressive, disciplined football. Knox brings a really nice running attack, and I know Russ is going to have him ready. He can throw in the ball when he needs to, when he wants to. He's got a nice, athletic, tall quarterback, so we got to account for him also. So it's going to really be a war in the trenches tonight.
Big win last week. You're hoping to build off that into week 2. Same with Knox. So you're going to get two teams going up against each other, probably seeing the best out of each other. What do you hope your students or your players, young men, of course, this evening, what do you hope to see out of them tonight on the field?
We just always want to be super competitive. We rally around that we're never out of the fight, and so our kids will fight to the end. We want to see that. Our stakeholders want to see that, and we try to preach that day in, day out.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much, and good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
You've been listening to the Marion University Ancilla College Coaches Corner. We'll be back after these messages for the keys to the game. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has it in stock. From sampan, aqua patio, and sweetwater pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver Portside Marina can help. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 842-5000. Culver Portside Marina.
Time now for the keys to the game, sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen. Once again, here's Mitch Columbi and Chris McGowan.
All right, time now for the keys to the game. And Chris, we heard from Russ Radke a little bit ago. He said special teams. Again, he said that last week. Special teams is going to decide a lot of the factors this evening. What do you expect to see from the special teams on both sides of the ball?
Well, Knox last week busted that game open with that kickoff return, 80-some yards after Winamac had closed the gap to 8-6. So, yeah, I think special teams again in week 2 are going to play key. But to me tonight, with both teams having a full week of being able to get live reps on their special teams, it's going to come down to ball control and who takes care of the football. Turnovers are going to determine the outcome of this game.
And I couldn't agree with you more. I had a chance to talk with head coach Ron Schaefer of the Rochester Zebras, his second season from North Miami High School, believe it or not, a 1991 graduate. And just in that interview we had before I started the recording, he said he knows what Knox brings to the table. He watched the film over the last week. He knows Conroy. He knows McLaughlin. He knows that these kids are going to come head first, ready to run hard, and they're going to have to try to stop them the best that they can.
Well, without a doubt, they're going to have to gang tackle, that's for sure. One guy's not going to be able to bring either one of those running backs down. So you're going to have to fly to the football and be aggressive, like I said in the pregame interview.
Well, that's your Auto Park keys to the game. The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen. We also want to let you know the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen is one of our sponsors for this evening, and we appreciate them supporting local high school sports, as well as Marion University's Ancilla College. If you are looking for a place to continue your education, visit marion.edu/Ancilla. All right, we'll be right back for the starting lineups, the LAP Waste Disposal starting lineups, right after this break. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Here at the Auto Park Chevrolet Buick GMC in Plymouth, we have one of the largest vehicle selections in northern Indiana. We know that you can visit any number of dealerships when shopping for a new car. That's why we always make sure we go above and beyond for our loyal customers throughout Michiana. Our Auto Finance Center also works to ensure that you take advantage of a lease or loan solution that fits your budget. Lots of new inventory in stock and en route. Special local market pricing. Come drive the new Silverado and soon the new Hummer EV. Stop by our showroom today or go to AutoParkChevroletBuickGMC.com and see more. Or even buy that special car you're looking for. The Auto Park Chevrolet Buick GMC in Plymouth. Come see the value.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information on the services they provide, call 946-2100.
Now it's time for the LAP Waste Disposal starting lineups.
All right, checking in with the starting lineups for the Knox Redskins. On the offensive end, tight end Alex Wackel, number 14. Offensive tackle Isaiah Jones. Offensive guard Landon Howard. Center Keaton Fost. Offensive guard Brandon Manuel. Offensive tackle James McNeil. Tight end Eric Griffo. QB the senior Cohen Watson. Running back Jake Conroy, the sophomore. Running back Xavier Roman. And running back Miles McLaughlin, who was our player of the game last week. We're expecting a big game out of the freshman tonight. On the defensive side of the ball, the defensive end Logan Vaughn. The guard Tristan Kukul. Defensive tackle Hayden Binkley, defensive end Caleb Schwant, linebacker Logan Taylor, linebacker Caden Reisner, linebacker Bryce Yankaukas, Landon Cole, Alex Triska, Rowan Jordan, and Nolan Short round out the defensive starters. We are going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for the start of the game between the Knox Redskins and the Rochester Zebras. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
For that major cleanup or building project at your house or business, Lap Waste of Monterey offers dumpster rental and trash removal with efficiency and reasonable pricing. Lap Waste provides you with a dumpster rental to meet all your practical needs. Your trash removal needs may include things like refrigerator disposal, construction or yard waste removal, whatever the need. Call Lap Waste at 574-542-4019 or book online. For your trash removal needs, there's no waste with Lap Waste.
And we're back here at Community Field.
Dairy Queen, Dilly Bars, Buck Lunch. Stop in for the $5 Buck Lunch with an entree, fresh hot fries, your choice of an ice-cold Coca-Cola product, and a soft-serve sundae flavor of your choice. Available every day from 11 to 4. Have a $5 Buck Lunch exclusively at Dairy Queen. Proud to support high school sports on US 35 Monticello Street in Winamac. Find out what's good about Dairy Queen.
And we're back here at Community Field. The Knox Redskins taking on the Rochester Zebras. And we're checking in down on the sideline, getting all the inside information is our sports analyst, Chris McGowan. And I saw you talking to a few people down there, Chris. What'd you find out?
I'll tell you what, just nice to see some familiar faces. It's been a long time since I've patrolled these sidelines here at Knox High School. But I tell you what, being down here, I'm kind of getting that itch again. But, hey, talking to a few Rochester people, this is a special year for them. It's 35 years ago. They actually won the 2A state championship game in 1987. So next week they're going to bring back that team that won the state championship 35 years ago and kind of celebrating that all year. So, again, a special year for the Rochester Zebras.
Well, we're going to take a quick break and step away. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
And we're back here at Community Field as the Knox Redskins get ready to take on the Rochester Zebras, as the national anthem was just played by the Redskin Brigade. Yes, the Redskin Brigade under the direction of Mr. Craig Phipps. Their halftime performance is called Perception of Time. It's about the past, present, and future. We hope you stick around during halftime. Check out the Redskin Brigade as they have worked their butts off over the last couple of months. I'll be honest with you, stepping outside, Chris, and watching the kids get ready for the marching band season, it is no easy task as football just starts August 1st. Well, the band was out there mid-July, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, Craig Phipps was the band director, and I was the head football coach here at Knox High School. And I tell you what, his work ethic is unmatched. He's the guy that cares passionately about his program and cares about the kids. So, this Knox Redskin Brigade has been fun to watch for a long time.
Well, they're getting ready for the teams to run out of the tunnels right now, but let's check in with other area high school teams and who they will be facing tonight. West Central and the Trojans, Chris, they beat Caston last week 26-8. They travel to Lake Station tonight, and kickoff is slated for 7:30 Eastern here in just a few moments. Moving on into the Culver Cavaliers, my apologies. No, moving on.
I was just going to say, that's all right. I was just going to say West Central, if they go up there, they take care of the football. I look for them to start the season 2-0, and that's been a long time since they've done that.
I'll be excited to talk to Mark Hall in the morning about his second win of the season, that's for sure. The Culver Cavaliers, they traveled to North Judson last week. Unfortunate loss, 45-12, but they are at their first home game tonight, taking on Buzz Schoaf South Central Satellites, as that should be a good game to watch as well. We'll keep an eye on that.
That's been a game here the last several years. It's been one score going either way. So I look for Culver there to take care of business.
We're talking about the North Judson St. Pierre Blue Jays now. They traveled to Caston for their first away game of the season as they beat Culver, like we said, 45-12 last week. It wasn't an easy win, but they got the job done. And Brett Lambert, as we talked to him last Saturday, was very happy of the outcome of that game.
Yeah, North Judson making their first road trip of the season, going all the way to Caston. Caston just too young and inexperienced to handle the Jays tonight. So look for North Judson to take care of business in that one.
The Winamac Warriors head into Week 2. They traveled to Pioneer as they lost to Knox last week, 54-19. Josh Burgess is hoping to turn things around in Week 2, and we're excited to see how his team does because that second half last week, they came out a lot better, a lot more laser focused. Wouldn't you agree, Chris?
Oh, yeah, a lot of good things to build on, a lot of positive things to build on, and I look for them to perform a lot better tonight, but still going to the pit down in Royal Center is always a tough place to play. So Pioneer's going to take care of business in that one.
Well, we look at the team who the Knox Redskins are facing tonight in the Rochester Zebras. They played Southwood in Week 1. They had that win down pat. It was 35-21 as the final score. And Knox last week, of course, we mentioned they beat Winamac last week. So both teams have not lost yet to the 2022 campaign, as we will see two teams really collide tonight. And again, Chris, when you talk about teams that haven't lost yet, they're riding on that high. Talk a little bit about what you prepare as a coach for games like this.
Right now, just keeping you want your kids to come out and play with reckless abandon, but it's got to be a controlled chaos. So keeping the emotions in check and just getting everybody settled in. And again, both these coaching staff being able to make in-game adjustments is going to play huge.
And it looks like the captains of both teams are shaking up right now. We'll see who gets the ball first, who decides to kick or receive. As our officials this evening are Michael Clay, Mark Lash, Robert Meyer, Tyler Richards, Cedric Riddle Sr. Our home field announcer is Nathan Welter, and I couldn't believe they snagged him from us. But hey, he's doing a great job, and we're proud that he's here, part of this Knox Redskins tradition.
And he's done this past couple of years. He's actually done a pretty good job. He's fun to listen to up there. He gets excited.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. Well, we're about to find out who is going to return first. Did you catch that, Chris?
Yeah, Rochester won the toss, and they've deferred. So Knox will get the ball to start offensively here. So again, Rochester going to try to sneak a couple, an extra possession there right before halftime, knowing they get the ball to start the second half.
Well, there we go. There we have it. The set, the game is ready to happen. We've been waiting all week for this. Week 2, I can't tell you how excited I have been. I got the first week under my belt, and I'm a lot more confident for tonight's game.
Just go out and have some fun with it, Mitch.
Well, we appreciate our sideline reporting by Chris McGowan this evening. He's going to get all the inside reports. Whatever's going down on the field, we're going to find out about it first right here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. The Rochester Zebras are kicking to the right on your radio dial. The Redskins will be running left. Here we go as Week 2 is underway here in Community Field, Knox, Indiana. And it goes over his head into the end zone, and that will be Redskin ball at the 20.
Yeah, Xavier Roman there, not able to handle that ball. He does catch it clean, though. The momentum is going to carry him into the end zone. So a great start for Rochester on the special team with the touchback. So Knox will take the ball on their own 20.
First and 10 on the 20 for the first play of the game for the Knox Redskins, as senior quarterback Cohen Watson is leading his team and doing a very good job at it, kind of staying under the radar when you talk about their running offense, but Cohen Watson's done a great job of handling the ball for him thus far. Here we go. Starting the game. He's in shotgun. Rochester ready to come. He hands off. Looks like it's to Miles McLaughlin, the freshman.
Yeah, Miles McLaughlin getting the first carry there. Good stop by the Rochester Zebras front. The defensive lineman did a good job of holding their ground, allowing the linebackers to roam, and a minimal gain there for Knox.
2nd and 9, 11:30 to go here in the first quarter, as Watson's in shotgun again. Waiting to take the snap. Sets him in motion, fake hands off. Watson takes it himself up the middle, and he gets about 4 or 5.
Yeah, a little fake jet sweep there to Conroy, and just a quarterback lead ISO there, counter to that jet sweep. And again, Rochester doing a good job staying at home on that backside, putting Knox in a third and short 5 here.
Well, it'll be 3rd and 4 here in the first quarter as the Redskins and Zebras are going at it once again. It's been since last year since they played, as Watson's under center. He takes the snap, flag on the play.
Yeah, false start there on the Redskins. Xavier Roman got a little bit of a head start. So Knox goes from 3rd and a manageable long 4, short 5, to now 3rd, about 10.
When we look at last year's matchup between the Redskins and Zebras, the Zebras got the best of the Redskins 12-7 last year, so it was a tightly contested game. Do you see that happening again this evening, Chris?
Yeah, I do. Knox had their opportunity to win that game late, but that shot themselves in the foot.
Takes the snap, hands off. Here comes Conroy up the left side. He's got more than 5. As I don't know if he got close enough to get the first down on that, Chris.
There's Xavier Roman, and Rochester got pretty lucky there on that play. They did not do a very good job setting the edge and allowed Xavier Roman to pick up about seven yards there. So it's going to be 4th 4th and a short 3.
Yeah, thank you for correcting me on that. That was number 20, Xavier Roman on the carry. He's been very good for the Redskins the last couple of weeks as he has stepped off to the sideline. Looks like they're going with a different package here. And Watson's. They're going forward on 4th and 2 here. He takes the snap. He keeps it himself. He's got more. He's at the 40. He's at the 45, 50, 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He gets tripped up at the 7-yard line. My goodness, I couldn't even keep up with him. He was running so fast, Chris.
Yeah, great hold there, and it came back to that quarterback counter, and that hold just opened up huge there. Great hustle play by Hunter Campbell for the Rochester Zebras, saving that touchdown.
Well, it just goes to show you, Russ Radke taking chances on a 4th and 2. He turns it into a huge run up the middle by Watson, the senior. What a great job. Looked very confident on that play there.
Yeah, gutsy call on 4th and a long 2, deep in their own territory.
All right, 1st and 10. Looks like ball's on the 5-yard line. Redskins looking to score first here. Hands off up the middle to Conroy. He gets about 2 or 3. And the Zebras are all on him.
Yeah, that play looked like it was designed to run to the left of the center, but he cut it back all the way to the right and was able to pick up a couple yards. So, again, 2nd down and 4 to go here for the Redskins. In the red zone, knocking on the door early.
And they are continuing what they did last week in Winamac on their first drive. You remember last week against Winamac, they scored on their first play. So this is actually the longest first drive of the season they've had thus far. Watson in the shotgun.
And 2 tight formation, shotgun.
Hands off to Conroy up the middle. I think he stopped short.
No signal yet. It's going to be about a yard short.
They are right there. You can smell it. And my apologies, Miles McLaughlin on the carry. I just cannot get these numbers down tonight, Chris. Rookie mistake.
Well, like you said last week, number 2 and number 5, they run an awful lot alike.
I can't tell them the difference. They run so similar. McLaughlin, he's out there.
It's Miles McLaughlin behind the quarterback.
Handoff again to McLaughlin up the middle. I don't know if he got it. Touchdown, Redskins. They did get it. McLaughlin with his 4th touchdown of the season as a freshman. That's fantastic. Wow.
Yeah, just a good job of just moving the pile there for the Redskins. He was stopped short, but again, kept those legs churning, and the offensive lineman kept that push going, and he was able to fall into the end zone for 6.
Now, if we remember from last week, Knox went for 2 quite a bit last week. They're hoping to maybe kick a little bit more. I talked to Russ Radke during the week at practice. They've got their kicker back, but it looks like they may be going for 2 here. What do you see, Chris?
Yeah, they're going for 2. Russ ain't going to change anything.
Hands off, and they're going to get it. That's Xavier Roman on the carry.
Xavier Roman there on the jet sweep.
What a heck of a play there for Xavier Roman. So a McLaughlin and an Xavier Roman 2-point conversion gives the Knox an 8-point lead here early in the first quarter as the Knox Redskins draw first blood. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give third-generation owner Brian Hammond a call at 574-936-4660, serving the local area since 1936. We truly appreciate our supporters in supporting local high school sports. Without their support, we wouldn't be here tonight. We're getting ready for the Knox Redskins to kick off to the Zebras for their first offensive drive of this evening. We will see what Coach Ron Schaefer and the Zebras have in store for their first drive. Looks like Jake Conroy is going to kick off for the Redskins.
Yeah, continuing that leg workout that he got last week.
He's got quite the quads. Here he comes for his kick. It's up and away, a deep kick all the way back to about the 10-yard line, and here they come. Bringing it up, and they got it stopped early. Got to the 23-yard line. Knox Redskins all over that. They're juiced up for this first home game.
Yeah, it was Max Jewell on the return there for the Zebras, and I'll tell you what, he got met by a hammer there in Rowan Jordan and Jaden Strong. Those two guys laid the smackdown on Jewel right there. So, again, Rochester going to take over here. Not bad field position. Throwing 25-yard line, ball on the right hash.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Zebras. They are on the 25-yard line. Under center takes the snap, hands off up the middle. He's got about 3, 4, maybe 5 yards before 3 or 4 Redskins take him to the ground.
Yeah, Rochester running a base wing tee right there, and that's just a G dive. So, again, big yardage here on first down. Going to be 2nd and 4 for the Zebras.
Well, a good first play for the Zebras as they get 6. I'd say if you hand the ball off and get 6 yards, you're pretty happy with it.
Again, ball control offense here for the Rochester Zebras.
All right, takes the snap, hands off again up the middle, maybe a yard, and the Redskins saw that one from the start.
Yeah, that was Alex Deming on the carry there. Wasn't too decisive on what hole to hit, so kind of pity-pattered there into the hole, and you can't do that against this Knox defense. They're flying around. So, again, you got to be more decisive, and if you don't like what you see, you make a hole. That's what I always tell my running backs.
The Redskins are in their all-red jerseys, all-red helmets, white pants. The Zebras are in white jerseys with black pants and the black and gold helmets. Under center, takes the snap, hands off up the middle again. No, it went on to the right side, and the Redskins saw that all over the place. That's number 9, Rowan Jordan, with a huge stuff.
Yeah, that play looked like it could have gone for some distance there, but Rowan Jordan come out of nowhere. It's like he was shot out of a cannon.
Looked like a hit
stick.
stick.
Make that stop, and so Rochester here with a decision to make here on 4th and 3.
Looked like a hit stick from Madden. That was a great hit by Rowan Jordan. All right, 4th and 3. They're going for 4. They're going on 4th down as well. They want to match the intensity Russ Radke has. He takes the snap, hands off on the left side. It looks like he's going to get the first down and a little bit more. That was a good play there by Schaefer.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I got to give Aaron Swango, the quarterback, credit because he reversed out and pitched that to the running back, and then he was the lead blocker up into that hole. So, again, big 4th down conversion by the Zebras to match Knox.
1st and 10 on the 40. Making noise. Here come the Zebras. Under center. Takes the snap. Hands off. Over to the left side. He got a yard, maybe 2. The Redskins are reading this offense like a book tonight, Chris.
Yeah, they are. Again, that's Rowan Jordan. He's all over the field right now. Number 9 for the Redskins, doing a great job of reading his keys and being where he needs to be. So, again, pick up a 2 there on first down for the Zebras. So, leave them with 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 on the 43. Zebras sticking with under center. Hand off again. Up the middle. He's got more. He's going to get the first down. Maybe 12 yards on that carry. That's number 30.
Yeah, Alex Deming.
Again,
nice cutback there. That cutback allowed him to pick up about 10 extra yards there. So Rochester here controlling the clock, controlling the tempo, doing a good job of executing their offensive running game.
All right, 1st and 10 on their own 45. Yeah, please describe that, Chris.
That was a double handoff counter, something we saw last week that Winamac liked to run quite a bit. But again, that was number 7 there for the Zebras. That was Colton Pollock, a freshman. Tell you what, pretty good size for a freshman. Again, picking up the first down for Rochester, and they continue to move the chains and eat up the clock here in this first quarter.
I want to correct myself. They are in Redskin territory, not their own. They're on the 46-yard line, 1st and 10, and the Zebras are knocking on the door. Redskins' defensive scheme is looking strong today. They look good as the Zebras take the snap, hands off the Deming up the middle again, and it looks like we're going to see Deming a lot this evening.
Yeah, that was a fullback trap there, and they're saying he was down. The ball squirted out late, but the referee saying he was down, very decisive. But again, one thing Rochester's done offensively, they've made an adjustment here to keep Knox from being able to read the offense so well, they've actually taken their wingbacks and lined them up kind of in a straight T formation, it looks like.
2nd and 7, ball on the 32, 3:50 to go in the first quarter. As we appreciate you joining us here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Takes the snap, hands off the Deming on the right side again, and he's got maybe 3-4 yards as he's met by 4 or 5 Redskins ready to take him to the ground.
Again, Aaron's laying on the quarterback, who's not very big. The lead blocker on that little toss, kind of an inside zone, but we're doing it out of tossing the ball back to the running back. So, again, a 3rd and a manageable 4. And if Rochester was going to go for it on 4th and 3 deep in their own territory, you can guarantee they're in 4-down territory now.
Looks like head coach Schaefer for the Zebras is taking his time on this drive just to see what the Redskins are going to bring, kind of just running every play, taking their time. As he takes the snap, hands off to Deming again, up the left side. He's going to get more. He's at the 20, the 15, 10, 5, and he's going to score easily. Touchdown Zebras, as Alex Deming did a heck of a lot of work on that first drive.
Yeah, nice little jump cut there in the back, and put his right foot in the ground and jumped back to the left, and there was no contain out there. And once he broke contain, it was all over. Again, nice answer by the Rochester Zebras. And right now, Coach Schaefer looks like they're going to go for 2. Try to match Knox here.
I was going to ask if that was what you would do in this situation. It looks like he already answered that for us. They're going to try to tie it up 8-8 right off the bat.
For me personally, with it being so early, I probably keep the extra point.
Takes the snap, hands off the Deming up the middle. Does he have it? And he does.
Second effort got it.
Well, they matched the Knox Redskins tit for tat on that, 8-8 with just under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. We thank our sponsors, Collin Insurance, taking care of all your insurance needs. We thank them for supporting local high school sports. Well, we're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. No, go ahead, Chris, please.
No, I was just going to say, it's kind of eerie how similar those 2 drives were for both teams. Knox goes 80 yards, Rochester goes 75, and both of them convert an early 4th down deep in their own territory to be able to put points on the board.
Well, we're going to keep it here. Might as well. We thank the Stark County Co-op, your local agricultural cooperative that offers an array of service and support, including grain, agronomy, seed, fuel, and LP Petroleum. Call 574-867-2411 to contact the Stark County Co-op. Well, the Redskins are looking to return a big kick here from the Zebras as it's 8-8. And this is looking like it's going to be a really good game, Chris.
Yeah. Nathan Welch up there doing the PA for the Redskins. I tell you what, might turn into a game that he likes. It might turn into a basketball score.
The kick's up and away, and it looks like I can't tell who that is that returns the ball all the way back from the 2nd-yard line. Conroy gets it up to about the 23. He returned it from the 1. So Russ Radke and company gets to bring the offense back on the field and see if they can respond to the Zebras, as this may be a back-and-forth game.
Yeah, right now, the momentum definitely with Rochester after that score and the coverage there on that kickoff. Again, kind of dead here on the Knox sideline. Let's see what happens here in his first couple of plays in this offensive series.
1st and 10 on the 23-yard line as the Redskins get ready for their second drive of the game. QB senior Cohen Watson under center, ready to take the snap. No one in the backfield. Looks like it might be a pass play. Nope, fake handoff, and that is McLaughlin, number 2. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Deming there, the man of the hour offensively for the Rochester Zebras, actually made a great play there from his linebacker position. Stayed at home and read his key and was able to tackle, looked like McLaughlin there for a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, it looks like he's shaken up a little bit off on the sideline. We'll have to get a report on him as soon as we can as the Redskins take the snap. And is there a flag on the play?
I don't see a flag, but
yeah, I'm not really sure what that was.
Dead, so I'm not sure what that was either.
False start on the offense.
False start on the Redskins.
Wow. Well, that's something that you just don't want to have happen. These little penalties can add up very quickly. Josh Burgess and crew from Winamac will tell you that real quick about last week.
Yeah, so now that puts Knox behind the change a little bit, 2nd and 17.
2nd and 17, ball on the 20, maybe the 19, as Watson's in the shotgun, takes the snap, fake handoff, looking to throw over the middle, a wide open. And he's at the 50-yard line, now tackled down at the 45, as that's number 14, Alex Wackel.
Wackel. Yeah, Wackel just running right down in the middle of the field. Knox doing a very good job of flooding the left side of the defense, and Wackel on that backside, his backside tight end position, just ran a middle seam route and was wide open.
Well, it doesn't surprise me one bit when you run as much as you do in a Russ Radke team. There's going to be play-action passes that open up, and the tight end couldn't have been more wide open. I think I could have thrown it to him from here. All right, Watson, shotgun, takes the snap.
Pretty open.
Hands off. Looks like that's Conroy, and he gets maybe 9. Waiting for the official call. He might have got 8 or 9 yards.
About 7, it looks like. And again, the ball came out late there, so Conroy needs to do a better job of securing that football for the Redskins.
Yeah, it's hard to spot the ball on my own. I'm used to looking at the scoreboard. It looks like the scoreboard isn't working for where the ball is at on the field. It's kind of tough. Might have to twist some arms on that one. All right, takes the snap. Looks like Watson's got it big up the left side. He's at the 20, the 15, 10, 5. He's going to score on this one. Touchdown, Cohen Watson. Boy, he made up for that one.
Counter right there again.
That's the thing. You just can never take your eyes off the field with this Knox Redskins team. You never know when they're going to score. It's almost like every play is designed to score. That's such a good play by the senior Watson.
Yeah, just a design quarterback run right there. When you got a kid like Conroy and a kid like Roman and a kid like McLaughlin in the backfield that Jeff Key on, you can't forget about the quarterback because he's just as dangerous as the other 3.
It looks like they're going for 2 again, Chris.
And you're shocked?
Takes the snap, hands off to Conroy, and he gets the 2-point conversion. Boy, making it look easy tonight.
Yeah, both offenses right now are making this look like a pretty simple game, that's for sure.
Well, I've got some interesting statistics for you here, Chris. I think you're going to like this. Among the winningest active coaches in the state of Indiana, Russ Radke is number 2 in the entire state of Indiana with 380 wins. Could you guess who he is in second place to?
Oh, that's easy. Bud Wright, Sheridan.
Yes, he has 436 total wins career, and Russ Radke has 380, as this is his 46th season coaching high school football. What an amazing stat. I mean, when I read that this morning, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't wait to share it with you this evening.
And he'll never admit it, but I think deep down, I think that's a goal of his, is to overtake Bud Wright for the all-time winningest coach in Indiana high school football history.
Well, and I looked up Bud Wright. It's his 57th season this year, so just 9 years behind is Russ Radke. So I'm sure one day he'll get there. He seems pretty young. He's spry.
And he definitely does have a lot of pep in his step.
He
does.
Sure. He does. 16-8, the Redskins lead, and Conroy's ready to kick away with that big leg as he does all the way back to about the 10-yard line, as here comes the Zebras up to about the 30. Now the 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, all the way. What an amazing Xavier Roman come up from behind him at the 40 and tackles him down, saves a touchdown.
Yeah, great return there by the Zebras. Again, their return man just making a great cut in the hole there, Max Jewell, making up for the hit that he took on the opening kickoff that he had. So, again, Rochester knocking on the door again. Great field position. Ball on the right hash.
Well, if you're the Rochester Zebras, you're very happy with where you're starting this drive, because the last drive they started a little bit farther back. So here they are on in Redskin territory at the 37. They take the snap. He keeps it, looking to throw over to number 4. He's wide open.
And he caught it.
He caught it up to the right sideline. He's got to about the 10, maybe the 8-yard line. That's number 4, Peyton Lunau. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Peyton Lunau.
Yeah, Peyton Lunau there did a great job. One-handed catch. Just ran a wheel route out of the backfield. They did a great job of faking the handoff one way. He came out from the other side and ran a wheel route down the sideline and was open. And if he's able to catch that clean, he might score. But again, had to go up and make a one-handed catch and then come down with it. Jukes to get Rochester in the red zone.
20 seconds to go in the first quarter. 1st and 10 on the 12. Hands off to Deming. Up the left side. He got about 5, maybe 6, and he's down at the 3rd-yard line. And we're going to come to a close here at the first quarter.
Good strong run there by Deming. Again, took about 4 or 5 guys to bring him down. So it looks like the action is going to come back down to me on the north side of the field here. So I'm just going to stand right here, and we can take a break, Mitch, if you want to.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a break for starting the second quarter here in just a few minutes. We appreciate you joining us here at Community Field. The Knox Redskins 16, the Rochester Zebras 8. You've been listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. You grow up and work on a family farm on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team. That appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
And welcome back to Community Field here in Knox, Indiana, as the Redskins lead the Zebras 16-8. And Chris, first quarter was filled with a lot of action. Tell us a little bit about what you saw down on the field, maybe some formations we might continue to see in the second quarter.
One of these defenses is going to have to settle down and figure out what's going on and make a stop. So, a lot of points going to be scored tonight for sure. There ain't no doubt about that. So, whichever defense can get things figured out gives themselves a pretty good chance to win this, because I think maybe one or two defensive stops, that's going to be the difference.
Well, it's interesting to see the Redskins go for 2. For as much as I saw them practice kicking field goals this last Wednesday, I thought for sure they were going to kick right out of the gate. Another thing, Russ Radke throwing even me for a loop in the media here.
Yeah, you can't just rough playing those games with you. You just never know.
Well, here we are. The Rochester Zebras flip sides. They are now on the 3rd-yard line. They hand off to Deming up the middle, and I don't think he's going to get it. The Redskins stuff him out.
Yeah, he's going to be about a yard short, but a good, strong run inside the tackles there for Deming for the Zebras. Back to Russ Radke. The only thing that's for sure is nothing's for sure when it comes to a Russ Radke coach football team.
Probably part of the reason he's lasted this long.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably got a lot to do with the success, that's for sure.
All right, 3rd and 2. They've got to make something happen here if you're the Zebras. Under center, Deming in the backfield. Sets him in motion. Hands off to Deming, and he's going to get a touchdown. That's the Rochester's 2nd touchdown of the game, as they are hoping to tie. It's 16-14 now. Do you go for 2 here, Chris?
At this point, you might as well. Might as well match fire with fire, and again, it's still, if you don't get it, it's still a one-possession game. If you do get it, it's still a one-possession game. So you might as well go ahead and try to keep up, that's for sure.
And it looks like they are, in fact, going to go for 2 here. Head coach Ron Schaefer and the Rochester Zebras are not afraid here in Redskin territory. Under center, takes the snap, hands off. It's number 4 again, up the right side. Did he get it? And he does. Peyton
Yes,
Lunau.
he did.
That's Peyton Lunau for another touchdown, or for his first touchdown. And he's one of those players that looks like they bring in for certain points of the game to really make things happen.
And I tell you, Rochester's going to get called for an unsportsmanlike here. It looks like Xavier Vance, boy, I tell you what, did a heck of a job driving his kid into the ground, but a little too excessive. So I would imagine that 15 yards will be assessed on the kickoff.
Well, I must have missed that. I didn't see it. I know you can't really celebrate touchdowns anymore like we used to.
He wasn't celebrating. He was drive blocking his guy into the ground.
Oh, so, I see.
Like I said, a little excessive, but again, just only a sophomore. You got to like that motor from the kid. You just hope he keeps it under control.
Well, 16-16 here in the second quarter. A game that's going back and forth. It looks like it's going to go the distance here in Knox, Indiana. We're so glad you've joined us. And today's broadcast is brought to you in part by 5 Star. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and remind you to shop local. That's 5 Star in the Knox Mall. All right, getting ready to kick off the Zebras. Tell you what, Chris, they came in very confident thus far, and both teams in the Redskins and Zebras, you can see a lot of similarities in them.
Well, yeah, this Rochester Zebra team just 2 years ago didn't win a football game. And then last year, Coach Schaefer takes over. They go 5-3. So, they're confident in what he brings to the table and have belief in his system, and it's parlayed over here onto the field.
All right, Zebras kick up and away. It looks like it's Xavier Roman. He's going to – he almost had it. I thought he was going to catch on the run, but it unfortunately slipped through his hands and goes out of bounds at about the 32-yard line.
Yeah, it's a tough catch for him. That ball was slicing away from him hard, and it went right through the breadbasket, but luckily for him, off his foot and out of bounds. So no harm, no foul, and Knox can get pretty decent field position here about the 34-yard line.
We invite you to stick around for our halftime show. We're going to get a chance to talk with new athletic director Richard Warren, as well as Knox Redskins Fan of the Week. That's our halftime show coming up at the end of the second quarter. All right, 1st and 10 for the Redskins as Watson's in shotgun. To his left is Jake Conroy, the sophomore, as he hands off to Conroy up the middle. Now about out the right side. He's up to the 40, and he's taken out of bounds. Looks like that was Hunter Campbell taking Conroy out of bounds there.
And again, Conroy just showing that great patience that he showed last week, letting the guys, all big offensive linemen get in front of him, setting up his blocks. And once he sees that hole, he hit it hard. So pick up a 9 there for the Redskins. And Knox here at 2nd and 1 basically opens the entire playbook.
Coming up on the 11-minute mark here at the second quarter as Watson's in shotgun again. Fake handoff to Conroy up the middle. He's trying to get the first down. It's close.
Now that play was a little bit different than what they've done in the past. First couple series, he actually went with the motion there. So that was a zone read between the outside linebacker. If the outside linebacker goes with the jet motion, he's going to keep it and run up inside that outside linebacker. So Cohen Watson with a great read there. Knox gets a first down.
I don't know how I could do the broadcast without you, Chris. That was beautifully and well said. Watson in shotgun, nobody next to him. It looks like it could be a throw play. We'll see. Nope, he hands off to Roman up the right side. He's got more than 6, maybe 7. Xavier Roman's got a great game thus far for the Redskins.
Yeah, good patient run there by Xavier Roman, doing a good job. Actually had his hand on the lead blocker's back, kind of set him up. And if it wasn't for Brent Beck there, the freshman, I tell you what, Roman's still running right now. So, again, good tackle, good open field tackle there by number 22, Brent Beck. They have him listed as a freshman as well.
2nd and 3 yards to go here at the 10-minute mark in the second quarter as Watson takes the snap, hands off to Conroy up the middle. He's going to get he's met by about 3 or 4 Zebras. I don't know if that's going to be a first down or not, Chris.
It's going to be a 3rd and 1 there. Again, the Rochester Zebras bent a little bit there, but did not break. So give themselves a chance to make a stop here on 3rd down. Make Knox have to make 2 plays to get that first down.
Well, we'll see what Russ Radke and company's got planned for this play right here. This is a big, big play right here on Zebras. 37, 38-yard line. 3rd and 1. Here we go. Under center. Takes it from shotgun, actually. Hands off to Conroy up there, and he's got the first down. He's at the 40, the 35, maybe the 31-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds by number 89, Ethan Brock, for the Rochester Zebras.
Yeah, good. Another patient run. You're going to hear me say that all night. Just a good job of bouncing that to the outside, picking up the first down. And I tell you what, since McLaughlin would come out hobbling in that last series, we haven't seen him in the backfield for the Redskins.
Yeah, I was wondering what's going on with him, that he looked like he got tripped up and was shaking a little bit. Maybe we'll get an injury report on that a little bit later. All right, the senior Watson under center takes the snap, hands off the Roman up the left side. He's got about 5, 6, and he's going to take him down about the 27-yard line as there's a flag on the play, Chris.
Yeah, late penalty flag there on that play. I didn't see what had happened, but Xavier Roman needs to be a little careful switching that ball. He took the handoff and had the ball in the inside hand and then went to switch to the outside hand in traffic. That's usually when you cough it up. So, again, get that handoff. The ball's got to go in that outside hand right from the start.
Well, unfortunate news for the Redskins, but they take it in stride. It looks like Radke's kind of asking for an explanation. What's going on here? He's got his hands up, waiting for an explanation. It's just sometimes you got to live with things like that, unfortunately, as a head coach.
Right, and here comes Miles McLaughlin. Speak of the devil, here he comes. Number 2, checking into the lineup.
That's great news if you're a Redskin fan. Bad if you're a Zebra fan, because McLaughlin can run the ball very well. Watson takes the snap, fake hands off, pitches out to the right side. Looks like it's Conroy up the right. He's at the 30, the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He's going to score. Touchdown. Jake Conroy with a touchdown. Well, what'd you see on that play?
I tell you what, Waffle did just a little speed option there. Wackle, the tight end, did a good job of not blocking in the back. But again, very disciplined there by number 14 for the Redskins to not pick up that unnecessary penalty and allowed Conroy to walk into the end zone.
Well, they've slowed the pace up of this quarter. It's still at the 8:30 mark to go in the second quarter, and they're going for 2 yet again. Watson takes the snap, fake hands off. He keeps it himself and right up the middle. Boy, that was an easy one there for Cohen Watson.
Yeah, right now Rochester has no answer for that quarterback counter.
24-16 is the score here at Community Field. We're going to keep it here as we thank Patrick Auto Group for supporting local high school sports. At Patrick Auto Group in Knox, they finance your future, not your past, with buy here, pay here options. Give them a call, 574-772-7272. That's Patrick Auto Group. Well, Chris, an eventful first half, 24 points. Quite an amazing feat, really, for the Redskins as we look at the Zebras getting ready to try to bounce back. Do you really think this is going to go back and forth like this all game?
Well, the way it seems, I think so. We keep talking, referring to our part-time partner up there, Nathan Welter. He's got to love seeing all these points. The only problem is it's on the ground and not through the air. But again, one of these defenses is going to have to settle down and start making some plays.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think right here, right now, is a chance for the Redskins to really put their stamp on this game and let the Zebras know they're not going to get anything easy. And this is a chance for the defense on the Redskins' end to make a statement. Now, if you're on the other end of the Zebras, they've got to continue to keep scoring and match that intensity that Russ Radke's team has right now. So this is making a really good game right now. We're so glad you're with us here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Week 2 of our week of the game. We are so glad to be here.
Tell you what, don't be shocked if you see an onside kick here, just to try to keep that momentum in Knox's favor.
Well, I'd be surprised if I see it, to be honest with you. I don't see that. I could not believe doing that right now. Let's see what happens here. And he kicks it all the way to the back. It looks like Dylan Hook is going to return this one. Oh, ball is loose on the ground. It looks like the Redskins may have it. No, it was recovered by the Zebras.
Hunter Campbell, Johnny on the spot there for the Zebras to save that possession. That was Dylan Hook on the return for the Zebras, and the ball just got punched out there, and Campbell was there to pick it up, clean it up for Rochester.
Well, we'll see what Rochester does here. Pick up the pieces and make sure they can score here on this drive. If you're Knox, you're trying to stop them. So let's see what happens as the ball is on the 27-yard line. 1st and 10. Zebras take the snap. He keeps it. Rolls out to his right. He finds a receiver, but no good. Thrown out of bounds. Good coverage by the Redskins.
Yeah, just a little boot option there. Naked boot by the Rochester Zebras. So for the first time tonight, they're going to face a 2nd and 10.
Zebras on their own territory. 2nd and 10 on the 27. Under center. Zebras take the snap. Hands off to the left side. Another handoff back. It looks like that was number 4, Peyton Lunau.
Yeah, that double handoff counter there for the Zebras. Picked up a 5 or 6 on that play, so it's going to be 3rd and 5 here for the Zebras. Big 3rd down here for the Knox Redskins defense to try to get this stopped.
Third and 5, Zebras ready to go. 3rd and 4, excuse me. Zebras ready to go. 7:50 to go in the quarter. Hands off to Deming up the middle, and he's going to get the first down.
G dive there, and we got a late penalty flag. The officials trying to do their job to keep this from getting out of hand, kind of chippy. We got a personal foul face mask on the Redskins. That'll be a 15-yard walk-off from the end of the run. So Rochester goes from 3rd and 4 to having a first down in Redskin territory.
That's a blessing for the Zebras as the Redskins, another penalty, something that they definitely will remember in their film when they watch this weekend, I'm sure.
So Rochester again on the move here, 1st and 10. The ball in Redskin territory, about the 44-yard line it looks like.
You bet, on the 44, 1st and 10, 7:40 to go. Takes the snap, hands off the Deming again, and he's going to get stopped by about 3 Redskins there. 21, 9, and I didn't get the other number. Number 21.
84 there.
Caden Reisner, Rowan Jordan, and Landon Cole all stopped him. He only got a yard on the play, it looks like.
So 2nd and 9 here for the Zebras.
Much better defensive effort from the Redskins for sure on this drive, as the Zebras are having a little tough time. If it wasn't for that penalty, the Redskins might have the ball right now, Chris.
Yeah, here's the other thing we can't forget. Rochester actually deferred, so they get the ball to start the second half.
Snaps it, hands off, and he's got more than the first down. We haven't seen him yet. That's number 7, Colton Pollock, with a big, big gain for a first down.
Yeah, Colton Pollock, a freshman. I tell you what, the Knox secondary player just got trucked there, but he held on to make the tackle. And the Knox Redskins right now want to talk things over defensively.
Absolutely. That looks like Russ Radke's out there talking to his players, wanting to know what happened on that play. How do you let somebody get that much room? He's very frustrated right now talking to his players, trying to energize them up to do much better than they had done on that play there.
Yeah, right now they're trying to walk through what they're seeing up front, what the defensive line's seeing, what that offense is doing. So just trying to get everybody on the same page, making sure everybody is doing what they're supposed to do and just doing their job. So very animated in the huddle, but hey, anytime it's football. So, these kids, again, say like everything's calmed down here now and everybody's on the same page. So let's see what happens, what Knox does here defensively.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by First Farmers Bank and Trust, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. We thank them for supporting local high school sports. 24-16, the Redskins lead as the Zebras are knocking on the door to try to score yet again. Each team has really played their hearts out thus far, Chris, and if you are a Knox Redskin head coach right now, what do you want to see out of them here going forward?
Well, right now, I want to see somebody on defense step up and either force a turnover or pick off a pass, do something to try to stem this Rochester offense.
Rochester breaks the huddle, and they're ready to go. 3rd and 1. Takes the snap, hands off the – no, he doesn't. He fake hands off, and then he hands off to Colton Pollock again. I don't know if he got the first down there, Chris. Do you see?
Yeah, he got the first down on forward momentum. So, again, fresh set of downs for the Rochester Zebras, and, hey, they're fine with that with 6:45 left going in the first half because, again, they get the ball to start the second half. And this is where I talked about stealing the possession. If you can eat this clock and not give Knox too much time here before halftime, when you get the ball to start the second half, you flip the script on the Redskins.
Zebras take the snap, hands off to Deming again. He's got room up the right side, maybe about 7 yards, and they've got a running plan that seems to be working right now.
Yeah, again, Alex Wackel there, the tight end for the Redskins on offense, playing linebacker here on defense, did a good job of filling that hole. The only problem with that is it happened about 6 yards downfield, so you want to see that happen, about the line of scrimmage. So Rochester doing a good job of getting to the second level of this Knox defense.
Just past the 6-minute mark to go here in the second quarter as the Zebras take the snap, and there's a whistle on the play. Looks like there was a timeout call.
Timeout here by the Redskins.
Well, we're going to take a break as well. We'll step away real quick, but don't go anywhere. We've got more football action coming your way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKPI.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we've been serving family farms for over 130 years. We've seen our customers succeed in good times, pull through in tough times, and we've learned some lessons along the way. So we appreciate the customers we have today by finding the solutions they'll be looking for tomorrow. Are you ready to talk about your farm operation? Stop by a branch or visit us online at ffbt.com. First Farmers Bank and Trust, Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
And we're back here at Community Field in Knox, Indiana, as we just heard the Redskin Brigade under the direction of Mr. Craig Phipps doing a fantastic job. Stick around for their halftime performance called Perception of Time, about the past, present, and future. Had a chance to talk to Craig, and I acknowledge the fact that since about early July when I started working here at the station, they were out there, the band was practicing just as hard, if not more, mid-July. As Zebras takes the snap, I didn't even see it. They were moving fast on me, and they get the handoff up to Colton Pollock, who may or may not have got the first down. I didn't see.
I tell you what, Rowan Jordan came out of nowhere there to stop that, to keep that from getting to becoming a big gain, and Rochester again setting themselves up 3rd and short.
Hands off up the middle. Looks like that's number 4, Peyton Lunau. So we see Lunau, we see Pollock, and we also see Deming, a huge part of the Zebras offense this evening. Just an observation I'm making up here at the booth.
Yeah, again, doing a good job of mixing it up. I can't key on one guy, but tell you what, I'm looking for Aaron Swango to make a play at some point in this game.
All right, Zebras, 1st and 10, hands off to Deming. Left side. No, that's not Deming. That looked like...
that was Gavin McKee.
Davin McKee, a name we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, so clean uniform in, fresh legs, and does a good job of picking up about 4 yards on that first down play. So, again, Rochester doing a great job of feeding this clock. Going to try to take as long as they can to punch this into the end zone.
And the Zebras break the huddle. The Redskins are ready on defense. As the Zebras take the snap, hands off, fake handoff again. It looks like that was Peyton Lunow. What kind of play is that called, Chris, so I can call it correctly?
That's just the double handoff counter is all that is. Your grand break coming in motion, wing back to the other side. He's coming back the other way. So, again, Rochester very lucky there because that ball was loose when Lunow got it. He did a good job of securing it before he got hit. But, again, when you time to hand the ball off like that many times, you run the risk of putting it on the ground.
All right, they take the snap, hand off to Deming in the right side. He's got more than the first down, maybe I'd say about 8-9 yard carry.
And it looks like it's going to be 1st and goal on 10.
1st and goal, 3:46 to go here in the second quarter. Redskins up 24-16. The Zebras are knocking on the door, hoping to tie.
I'm trying to look here. It looks like they have both markers up, but it looks like the ball spotted right on the 10, so it's 1st and goal.
Hands off to Deming on the left side again. He is getting a lot of touches this evening.
I'm actually surprised. The one play we haven't seen Rochester run out of this wing T formation is the jet sweep. The jet sweep is a base play out of any wing T offense. But again, Rochester doing a good job of just running the little toss zone and running the double handoff counter and G-dive.
All right, Zebras quarterback Aaron Swango takes the snap, hands off. Looks like that's Colton Pollock for a little bit more, maybe about 6-7 yard carry.
And that was just a power play out of the wing T right there. Pollock, a freshman, doing a good job of hitting that hole. And going to be third here and about 2, maybe 3 for the Zebras.
Coming up on the 2:30, 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Go ahead, Chris.
I was just going to say, boy, being down here in the field, I am getting the itch to do this again. Big play there by the Redskins. I can't tell who that was from where I'm at. Looks like 67. 87 for the Redskins that made that play. Big third down stop there for the Redskins.
More than short for the Zebras. Let's hear you, Redskin fans.
So 4th down and 2, and Rochester going to take a timeout and talk this over.
Well, we're going to keep it here as we're getting ready for our halftime break. Stick around. Join us. We're going to have the new athletic director, Richard Warren, for the Knox Redskins, as well as the Knox Fan of the Week. We're going to talk to them. Then we're going to talk a little bit about some scores in the area, see what other high school teams are doing. We're going to check on that as well. And we appreciate Chris McGowan down on the sideline getting all the inside information. He might even get a word with head coach Russ Radke before he runs in for the halftime speech. So we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, it's all going to depend on how this first half ends, whether or not I can try to attempt to approach him.
Well, he's expecting you, so we better get that. He said he was wondering where we were last week, so he's excited and I'm excited. We've just had such a good couple of first few weeks here talking to the coaches. They've been so welcoming, and I couldn't ask for a better crew to work with.
Yeah, I talked to him during pregame warm-ups. I asked him for me to catch on the way out or coming back in onto the field. So he said, catch me on the way out. So I'm going to try to get a word in with him here right before half.
Okay. All right. Well, you stay tuned for that. We've got all the inside information right here on Kankakee Valley Sports as this is WKVI Sports. We are so happy to be here as the Rochester Zebras are getting ready to tackle this 4th and 2. Let's see what happens here. They're trying to tie it 24-16. The Redskins lead with 1:50 to go in the half. Under center takes the snap, pitches out. Oh, a fumble on the play. It looks like the Redskins may have it.
Well, whether they have it or don't have it, it's 4th down. So there's that defensive stop that Knox needed.
And they waited all
now
the way.
They'll take over deep in their own territory.
Hey, that's exactly what we were talking about. They needed a stop on this drive. They made it happen. Let's see what Russ does here with 1:45. Do you think he pushes the envelope or do you think he plays it safe?
Well, I think it all depends on what they do here in 1st down. If they get a big gain on 1st down, I think he may try opening it up. Now, the problem is they've only got one timeout to work with.
Well, here comes the senior, Cohen Watson, as well as Miles McLaughlin, the freshman. They are on their own, about 2-yard line, Chris?
Yeah, deep in their own territory, 2-yard line, and again, just a great defensive stop there by the Redskins right before half.
Watson under center, sets him in motion, hands off. It looks, I didn't see who he handed the ball off to, but they might have got a yard or 2 on that.
Kevin Conroy on the carry there for the Redskins, and Knox here probably just going to go and play it conservative. Rochester's got 2 timeouts, so you wonder what they're going to do, but looks like they're content knowing they get the ball to start the second half to go down at halftime 24-16.
Coming up on the 1-minute mark to go here in the first half. Redskins 24, Zebras 16. Watson in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands off the, oh no, he kept it up the right side. He's at the 10, maybe the 12-yard line, and they're going to keep the clock running.
Like they're looking to see if it's a 1st down. Yeah, they're going to give him the 1st down, so the clock will stop until they set the chains. But after that, looks like Knox is going to have to run maybe 2 more plays to get to halftime, 24-16.
All right, the senior Cohen Watson under center takes the snap. Flag on the play. Hands off to Conroy on the right. Oh, no, McLaughlin on the right side. But we'll see what the flag says.
Yeah, Cohen Watson right now talking to the official that made it through the flag, trying to get an explanation on what happened. Now the referee comes over and gets an explanation, and we'll see what goes on here. But it looked like might have been early movement by the Redskins. Yeah, a false start on the Redskins will be a 5-yard penalty.
Well, at the 24 seconds to go. No, go ahead, Chris.
I was just going to say Knox only going to have to run 1 more play. So with a big first down, look for them to just take a knee here and go to halftime up 24-16.
Well, running clock. It looks like they're just going to let it run this out. As the first half's going to end 24-16, the Redskins lead over the Zebras. We've got a barn burner here at Community Field in Knox, Indiana. We appreciate you joining us here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting. You're listening to WKVI Sports.
Well, Mitch, Knox didn't even have to run a play there. It looks like the play clock and the game clock were in sync, so Knox is going to go in here at halftime, 24-16. I'm going to see if I can catch Coach Radke here for an interview.
Absolutely. Let's send it down to the field with Chris McGowan and head coach Russ Radke of the Knox Redskins, as we'll see how he feels for his first half.
Well, Coach, offensively, seems like you guys are able to do what you want to do. Defensively, hey, you made that big stop there right before halftime. What are you going to do defensively to shore things up?
Well, there is a very misdirection defense. Offenses are running, and we got to get movement of our linebackers. I think our linebackers are what did a job here at the end. And the result of a major play that they slipped it back out of the backfield, that's a defensive mistake. But, hey, they're running their offense well. We just got to do a better job, that's for sure.
Well, hey, good luck in the second half, and we'll let you get in there and make the adjustments. Mitch, back to you.
Oh, man, I love that. Great job, Chris, down on the sidelines. We're going to take a quick break and get ready for our halftime. But don't go anywhere. We've got the new athletic director, Richard Warren, for the Knox Redskins, and the Redskins Fan of the Week. We're going to get an interview with them. Don't go anywhere. Stick around. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Quick grab 5-star in the Knox Mall. As always, it's another big 7 days of savings.
We're going to use the word wow. Want us to cut some chops? I think we can do that. U.S. government inspected boneless and thicker butterfly pork chops in the family pack, $2.79 a pound. New crop imported seedless navel oranges, 3-pound bag, $3.99. Nestle Pure Life drinking water. Sorry, it's not a 24-pack. Oh, it's a 28-pack. Half-liter bottles, $3.88. Where's that 5-star?
In the Knox Mall.
Welcome to Marian University's newest location, Ancilla College of Marian University. Marian's newest campus location in Plymouth is your home for an on-campus college experience. From living in the dorms to being a collegiate student-athlete, Marian University is ranked 3rd most innovative Midwest university by U.S. News and World Report. For more information about our 2- or 4-year degrees, go to www.marian.edu/Ancilla. That's www.marian.edu/Ancilla.
Welcome to the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Halftime Show on K99.3 FM. Here's Mitch Columbi.
Well, back here at Community Field here in Knox, Indiana, the Redskins lead the Zebras 24-16 as we have a couple of special guests up here at the booth. We have the new athletic director, Richard Warren, for the Knox Redskins. And Richard, I'm excited for this. Your first home game of the season, my first home game here at Knox. It's just been you've done a great job. The hospitality's been wonderful, and I appreciate you allowing me in as early as you did today. I know I'm a little rookie at this, trying to get things down, but we sure do appreciate you and everything that you're doing. But you also have a special guest with us, the Fan of the Week. Tell us a little bit about this and how that started.
Yeah, so last Friday we were at Winamac, and it was definitely a great night to be a Redskin. Everyone was looking at the football field, but if you would take a look at our student section, they were loud, they were rowdy, and they represented Redskin Nation extremely well. And Tessa right here, she's a huge part of it. She was decked out head to toe. It was a construction-themed night, and by halftime she had lost her voice, but she had everyone up and cheering the Redskins on, and so she earned it, and she will pass it on to the next Fan of the Week later tonight.
Absolutely. Well, let's bring Tessa in here. And what grade are you in right now?
I'm a senior.
You're a senior. And tell me how you became the Fan of the Week. How do you go about getting that?
I don't really know. I've cheered for many years here at Knox, and I just decided to have a year off as my senior year. And it's like I have a pretty loud voice as is, being a cheerleader. So I just kept leading the cheer block, getting everyone riled up and going so to where they'd actually participate.
And what's your last name again?
Pardon?
What's your last name?
Conroy.
Are you related to the Conroy?
Yeah.
The sophomore?
Yep.
He's
Jake
pretty
is my
good.
brother.
He's pretty good. You like cheering on your brother?
Yes, I love it.
That's great. Well, you tell him Mitch up at the booth said he's a heck of a runner, and I love watching him play.
I will.
Well, good luck. I appreciate you coming up and talking with us, the Fan of the Week. And you have to pass this off to the next Fan of the Week. Do you get to decide who the Fan of the Week is?
I do.
So you got your eyes peeled out there at the cheer block to see who's going to get it next week. Well, we appreciate your time. Thank you for coming in. And Richard, I'm not done with you yet. I want to talk a little bit more about what you've got going on here in Knox. You know, we've talked a little bit last Saturday about all the wonderful things that are going on here. I mean, the scoreboard is just fantastic to watch, the replays, the highlights, and stuff like that. But just talk about the program in general. I know you took it over from Greg Eastock, but what are you doing moving forward to make sure that the tradition continues?
Yeah, so I'm actually stopping back. I'm asking questions. I'm listening, and I'm learning. There's a lot of things in place that if it's not broke, it doesn't need fixed, doesn't need addressed. So we have great leadership around here with our administration and just a ton of support within the school corporation, but out in the community as well. So I'm just learning because we're going to preserve those traditions, but we're going to keep building. And Knox is a place you can win state championships and have sustained success.
Absolutely. You know, I was talking with Sarah, my girlfriend, a little bit earlier. You know, we still need to get that dinner in line over there at Culver. You said that restaurant. We need to go check that place out sometime. I'm holding you to it.
My wife and I are going to show you guys around. We'll definitely go get some dinner and show you guys the area.
Well, we really wanted to live here in Stark County. It just was unfortunate we couldn't find anything, so we ended up there north side of Plymouth. But, boy, this area in Stark County, it's just something special about it. I'll never forget the first time I worked here in 2014-15. It's just a good tradition, a good area, a lot of good people, and it's just been so wonderful getting back up here, and you've been fantastic as well.
I appreciate that. You know, you mentioned good people. When the position became available, everyone kept saying, oh, Knox has got great facilities, which we do. We have some of the best in the state, but it's the people. My favorite quote is a Woody Hayes quote, you win with people. And that's why I've had a successful start so far. It's just the people around me. So I feel pretty blessed to be a Redskin.
Well, don't be a stranger. We appreciate you being around. And I see you've got the band out there. It looks like the Redskin Brigade under the direction of Craig Phipps doing a fantastic job. I mentioned in the broadcast, you know, I saw them early, mid-July out there. You know, the football team doesn't get to practice until August 1st or so. So really, the band really deserves a lot of credit, in my opinion.
Craig has done an incredible job. We got some talented musicians that this summer, like you said, they're out in the school parking lot for 4 or 5 hours. They are putting in the time, you know. On the athletic fields, you're putting in the reps. You know, they got their routine, their choreography. It's pretty impressive, and it just helps with the atmosphere here at Knox at Community Field.
Absolutely, and we're keeping an eye on the other sports, of course, going on this fall here at Knox, the volleyball team, the golf team, as well as the cross-country team, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So a lot of things happening here at Knox, and you're taking the reins. This is your first night under the lights. How do you feel?
You know, it's pretty special, to be honest. You know, taking a look around, it is a small college feel here. It's just nice to see the community come out and support the student athletes, the band, the cheer squad, and just everyone have a good time. So,
well, thank you so much. We're talking with Athletic Director of the Knox Redskins, Richard Warren. Richard, thank you so much for your time.
Good to see you again, buddy.
Won't be the last time we talk, I'm sure.
No, sir.
All right. Hey, thanks a lot. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Collins Insurance Agency in Knox has done it again. They have earned the distinction of preferred agency partner for the Western Reserve Insurance Company. So what does that mean for you? Collins Insurance Agency provides themselves in taking care of its community. That means providing the best insurance that keeps you and your family safe in a time of need. And with this honor, Collins Insurance Agency looks forward to providing Stark and surrounding counties the best customer service you and your family deserve. Collins Insurance Agency in Knox, living the golden rule by treating you like family.
Welcome back to the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Let's bring back in sports analyst Chris McGowan to see what updates he may or may not have. Chris.
The only update I have is, I listened to that interview with Mr. Warren there at halftime. Hey, I live in Culver. How come I wasn't invited to this dinner?
Well, we didn't know you yet. We didn't know you at the time. You can come too. You should bring your better half as well.
And which restaurant are we talking about?
I think it's called Lucerna or something like that. It's that Italian restaurant there in Culver.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of their chicken and Alfredo, so that's what I have at halftime. I'm going to head on over to the other side of the field and see if I can catch Coach Schaefer when he comes back out.
Absolutely, and we're talking here at the community field of Knox, Indiana, 24-16. The Redskins are in the lead. We saw a lot of two-point conversions the first half on both sides of the ball. No field goal attempts at all. Of course, we talked to Russ Radke this past week. He was so excited about getting his former soccer player in there to kick some field goals. He had me watch the soccer player kick a few field goals, and we haven't seen him kick yet on the field tonight. So I don't know what's going on there. Maybe Russ is just trying to get those two-point conversions in to make happen, Chris.
Yeah, just to keep you away from seeing what the game plan was. He didn't want you to give away any secrets, so he had to, hey, we got this great kicker over here. Just, you're like that dog with a new toy.
Yep.
Reach over here, and that way you can't see what's going on the other end of the field. But, hey, that's Russ. He's been doing this 46 years. He's got all the tricks up the sleeve. So, again, that first half, really, there were only two defensive stops, and both of them happened right before halftime. Of course, the one defensive stop that Rochester had was just because it was the clock was running down. But Knox, that play right before halftime, or that drive that Rochester had, 4th and 3, 4th and goal, that could be the play of the game right now. That's the leading candidate.
Well, I'll tell you what, Chris, we appreciate you being down on the sidelines. I'm so glad we got our technical difficulties fixed. So far, so good. You are sounding perfect down there from where I'm sitting up here.
Well, I appreciate it. I tell you what, I'm having a blast being down here. Like I said, if my better half is listening, I'm kind of getting the urge to start coaching football again. I know that.
Absolutely. We thank Farm Fertilizers for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Call them at 574-867-2441. That's Farm Fertilizer, helping to move the bar on yield and crop investment returns. I'm Mitch Columby. We have sports analyst Chris McGowan on the sidelines. We just spoke with Knox Athletic Director, the new Athletic Director, Richard Warren, and the Fan of the Week. Of course, that was Miss Conroy. She gets to pick who the Fan of the Week is this week. And boy, Chris, a big turnout on the Knox Redskins side of the field. Almost packed, I'd say.
Yeah, they do a good job of supporting their Redskins, that's for sure. And again, Rochester travels well, so I'm going to try to get Coach Schaefer here in a minute, see if I can get a word in with him.
Absolutely. We appreciate that, Chris, as I'll keep things going up here at the booth. We saw a lot of Xavier Roman for the Knox Redskins that first half. Of course, Jake Conroy and Miles McLaughlin. Saw Miles McLaughlin get a little tripped up there. He was out for a few plays. He came back. We're hoping it's not serious. We're hoping tomorrow he feels fine. But so far, Miles McLaughlin has been on the field multiple times. It looks like we've got Chris McGowan down on the sidelines with head coach of the Rochester Zebras. Chris, what do you have for us?
All right, Coach Schaefer, I tell you what, both offenses seem like they can do whatever they want to. What adjustments are you going to make defensively to get that stop you need to stand the tide here that Knox has coming out the second half?
We'd really like to stop their quarterback. We're just not reading our keys. We're staring into the backfield, so we got to get back to technique, football fundamentals, and hopefully we can get this thing turned around.
Well, good luck in the second half.
All
Back
right.
up to you, Mitch.
Yeah, that's sports analyst Chris McGowan talking with head coach of the Rochester Zebras, Mr. Schaefer. We appreciate that. As the Redskins are coming back onto the field, ready for the second half. About a minute to go on the halftime clock. We appreciate you tuning in to 99.3 or wherever you are throughout the country at WKVI.com. Well, we're getting ready for the second half. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. The third quarter is about to start. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columby and Chris McGowan on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has it in stock. From sampan, aqua patio, and sweetwater pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver Portside Marina can help. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 842-5000. Culver Portside Marina.
And we're back here at Community Field in Knox, Indiana, as the Redskins lead the Zebras 24-16. Both teams are out of their halftime speeches. It would have been fun to be in that halftime speech for Russ Radke. I bet that is always a lot of fun, no matter if you're up or down. He brings so much energy. I would love to get in the inside. And believe it or not, Chris, he told me last Saturday. I'm going to hold him to this, Chris. Last Saturday, Russ Radke said if one of us wanted to go into the halftime speech, he would be more than willing to let us in there. So we'll have to work that in as the season goes on.
Oh, we better have it on tape delay.
Well, I told him, I said we probably wouldn't broadcast it. We'd just send someone in there like you to get the down low of what they're really talking about. Then you can give the abridged PG version on the air. How's that?
Yeah, there you go. I can do the abridged version, the Cliff Notes version. But I tell you what, yeah, I'm having fun walking the sidelines here. And these officials are seeing me with a microphone, and they're wanting to be interviewed. So I'm having to, no, can't do that live. So, but again, what's funny is a lot of these guys, I've actually, being a girls basketball coach now, I've actually had a lot of these guys officiate some of my girls' games, so I know them pretty well. They've kind of been shocked to see me down here, but again, it's been a lot of fun. And I tell you what, a great first game for me to do down on the sidelines, and if the second half is as exciting as the first half, we're in for a heck of a night.
Well, I'll tell you what, Chris, it just looks impressive, the fact that we've got somebody down there with a headset and a mic flag. It just looks so first class. We're so glad to bring this to the area high school teams. I've talked to all the athletic directors. They've told us they want us down there on the sidelines. Every coach wants to be interviewed. It's just been so awesome to have that opportunity to get first-class access to all the teams in our area, and we appreciate you being down there on the sidelines. I'll be honest, though, Lenny and I said, with Chris being a former coach, could you handle it on the sideline? And so far you've done well, but like you said, you're itching to get back into it. I hope we don't lose you.
Yeah, I'm getting the itch to get back into it. A couple of times I've caught myself wanting to scream something, and I've had to catch myself knowing that I got the mic real close. But again, we're getting ready to start the second half. Rochester's going to get the ball to start this second half. So, that stop that Knox had right before halftime, as big as it was, hey, if you're Rochester, you're like, hey, we're still just a touchdown and a 2-point conversion from tying this game up. So it's right where we left off to finish that first half.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Howard's Marathon of Winamac, serving Pulaski County for 43 years. Call 574-946-6894 and ask for Howard. We thank them for supporting local high school sports. 24-16 as we start the third quarter. The Knox Redskins get ready to kick away. It looks like Conroy is going to be the one to do it, as he has been the kicker for them thus far into the season. He's got that leg that you're talking about, Chris.
That's right. I'm down here. I saw assistant coach Ted White talking to the official. I thought maybe he was working him over, but no, they're having a discussion about other things, so I'll just continue on my way.
Well, the Redskins are set. Conroy on the way to kick. The kick is up and away. Rochester returns it. Looks like it's rolled back to the 5-yard line, and here they come, turning around up the right side. Gets it to the 20, the 25, and tackled, snuffed out by number 61. That is...
Yeah, Brandon Manuel there did a good job of putting his head across the chest there and not letting him break that tackle. Good positioning there by Brandon Manuel on that kickoff return for the Zebras.
Well, Zebras have
Rochester will have the ball 1st and 10, about the 27-yard line on the right hash. Let's see if they can pick up where they left off here offensively.
1st and 10, ball on the 26. Takes the snap, hands off up the middle. Looks like that's Deming, I believe.
Yeah, just a fullback trap right there, and I tell you what, Knox is taking their middle linebacker and playing him almost at a nose. They got him standing up in a 2-point stance about a yard off the ball, so kind of hard to run that trap against that look.
Second and 9 for the Zebras, 24-16, as they're hoping to tie it here on this drive. Knox stopped them the last time before the end of the first half, so let's see what happens. Takes the snap, hands off to the left side. That's number 20. Gavin McKee up the left side. He's got maybe 8-9 yards on the carry.
Yeah, and there's that jet sweep play I was talking about in the first half. We finally see it on play number 2 in the second half. So, again, you start throwing that into the mix, and this Knox defense now, that's something else that they have to think about because great success on that jet sweep to lead themselves 3rd and short.
3rd and 1 yard to go for the Zebras. Under center, takes the snap, hands off to Deming up the middle, now to the right side. He's got the first down and maybe 2 or 3 yards more.
Yeah, that play was designed to go to the left. He cut it back all the way to the right, got the first down. I tell you what, backside of this Rochester offensive line is doing a great job of cutting the Knox Redskins off, not allowing that backside pursuit. That's allowing that running back to make that cutback. And again, Rochester moving the sticks, another first down, and controlling this clock.
And it's looking like a throw play up to number 4. That was on the way to Peyton Lunau. It was actually a pass play. What'd you see on that, Chris?
Yeah, they faked the jet sweep there, and they rolled to that action. And looked to me like Peyton Lunau, if he gets both hands up, he should be crossing the goal line right about now. But, again, if he lost it in the lights, was only able to get one hand on it. So, second down here for the Rochester Zebras.
2nd and 10 coming up on the 10-minute mark here in the third quarter. 24-16, Redskins lead. Zebras take the snap. Fake. Oh, handoff up the middle. What kind of play was that, Chris? That just screwed me all up.
Now that was a fake toss. They've been running that toss, the little inside zone toss play, and they faked that toss, and then they handed it to the wingback coming back. So it was a counter play, just another way to run the counter. They took the one handoff out of it and hit the wingback coming back. So we picked up about 5 or 6 yards there on that wingback counter.
3rd and 4 for the Zebras. Quarterback under center takes the snap, hands off the Deming up the middle. He's going to get the first down as he runs strong. He's got some strong legs. I wouldn't doubt it. He's been squatting in the rack room for sure.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely that was a nice, strong run. So, again, Rochester, hey, we're going to eat this clock, 5-6 yards on a carry and keep moving the chains and see if they can't punch it in, get a 2-point conversion and tie this game up.
1st and 10.
We have an equipment issue here.
Radke's not sure what's going on either.
The officials timeout here. We got a helmet clip that snapped. So,
Well,
yeah, I was wondering if Knox was going to send somebody in to take his place while it gets fixed, or call a timeout. Looks like they're going to send in Nolan Short.
All right, reset. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Zebras. Hands off to the right side. That's number 5, Hunter Campbell. He gets maybe a yard, if that, as there were 2 or 3 Redskins on the play. That's number 21, Caden Reisner with the stop. Good defensive stop from him.
Yeah, that was Pollock on the carry. Jet sweep the other way now. So Rochester coming out and opening up this wing T offense. Like I said, the jet sweep is a base play. It's a staple. Anybody that runs the wing T runs the jet sweep.
All right, 2nd and 9 for the Zebras. They take the snap, hand off to Deming up the middle. He's got a lot of room, and they really create space for Deming. He's a good runner.
Yeah, that's like the 3rd or 4th time on that same play. He's cut that back. Again, the backside of that offensive line for Rochester doing a great job of sealing off that backside, not allowing that pursuit down the line of scrimmage. And that cutback's been there all night, so Deming is taking advantage of it and has made Knox pay.
1st and 10 for the Zebras. They're making their way down into Redskin territory. Ball on the 32. Hands off to Deming up the middle again, now to the left side. He's got 6, maybe 7 on the carry as the Redskins get him down.
Yeah, that's just a G dive right there. Again, the offensive line blocks down. The play side, the tackle and tight end block down. The play side guard pulls and kicks out the defensive end, and the fullback's right up in that little crease right there. So pick up a 6 yards on G dive for the Rochester Zebras.
2nd and 4 for the Zebras. Under center. Takes the snap. Deming again. We're going to call his name all night long as he gets maybe a yard, if that.
Yeah, Knox did a better job. That was at the fullback handoff where he's just been cutting it back all night. And there, Knox finally was able to get some backside pursuit to limit him to only maybe a yard, maybe 2 at the most there. So 3rd and 3 for the Zebras.
7:20 to go here in the third quarter. 24-16. Redskins up. Zebras take the snap. Hands off up the middle again. And maybe the first down this time. I didn't catch who that was.
That was Lunau, number 4.
Peyton Lunau.
Peyton Lunau there with just a power run scheme there by the Zebras and pick up the first down. So again, Rochester moving the sticks. They've had the ball the entire third quarter with 7:14 left here in the third. Rochester controlling this clock.
New set of downs for the Zebras. 1st and 10. Looks like the ball spotted around on the 21-yard line. Under center, takes the snap, fake handoff to Deming. He's found number 4 on the left side for a wide open throw to the touchdown. It looks like he got down at maybe the 1-yard line. That was Peyton Lunau again.
Yeah, going to mark him out at the 1.
That'll make it 1st and goal for the Zebras.
And again, that was the play that they just missed earlier in this drive. Come back to it, and they're able to complete it. And Lunau goes out of bounds inside the 1, it looks like.
So the Zebras knocking on the door with 6:30 to go here in the third quarter. Handoff. Knox all over it. Looks like Deming got the touchdown, though.
Touchdown run by Alex Deming.
As Alex Deming gets another touchdown for the Rochester Zebras.
And again, Rochester, with Knox having success on their 3 touchdowns with the 2-point conversion, Rochester's going to have to match it here. This game may come down to who can stop a 2-point conversion.
That's what I was just about to say, Chris.
Great minds think alike.
All right, 2-point conversion coming. It's number 7, Colton Pollock.
And it's in.
And it's in.
2-point conversion is good on the run by.
Well, so far, Rochester has an answer for everything Russ Radke and the Knox Redskins have thrown at them as the score is tied 24-all here in the third quarter. What are you thinking so far, Chris?
Well, I'm thinking that the adjustments that both teams have made, right now Rochester's got the upper hand offensively. But again, they've opened up the playbook. They've actually added the jet sweep. So the adjustments that the Redskins made defensively, now they're going to have to add that to the defensive playbook to stop that jet sweep. So again, very good discipline by Coach Schaefer to keep that play in his back pocket till the second half.
Today's sports broadcast is brought to you by Dairy Queen of Winamac. We thank them for supporting local high school sports. Well, the Redskins are ready to return this next kick from the Zebras. Looks like that's number 14, Parker Wallace, doing the kicking duties tonight for the Zebras as he is set and ready to send this Knox's way.
Wallace lines up to kick off for the Zebras.
Waiting for the signal. And here come the Zebras. Kick is up and away. Looks like that's Xavier Roman who fumbled the catch. It goes back into the end zone as he almost had that caught.
So yeah, touchback here for the Zebras.
On the kickoff, Redskin ball, 1st and 10.
Oh, better than what it could have been.
Just a slight Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's better than what it could have been, Chris.
Right. Just a slight misjudgment there. He wasn't back. He needed to be back about another yard to catch that in the breadbasket, but instead of hitting him up around the shoulder pads. Lucky for him, it's screwed into the end zone because if that stays in the field of play, that's a live ball.
1st and 10 for the Redskins. The senior Cohen Watson out there leading the charge as he's done a fantastic job this evening as he's under center. Conroy in the back takes the snap, flips out to Conroy on the left side. He's got close to the first down. I'd say maybe 8 yards on that carry, Chris.
Yeah, just a toss sweep there. Brought McLaughlin from the backside. He got in front of Conroy, was the lead blocker, and a lot of red jerseys out in front of that football. So a pickup of about 7 there for Conroy.
Second and 3. Redskins with the ball on their own 26-yard line. Takes the snap, hands off to McLaughlin, and there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, it's on the Redskins. Like maybe a false start.
False start against the Redskins.
Mark's Body Shop in Knox is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. If you ever need collision repair or semi and RV repairs, contact Mark at 574-772-7003.
That makes it 2nd and 8 for the Redskins.
2nd and 8 for the Redskins. I'm sure you heard Nathan Welter, the on-field announcer here at Knox, doing an excellent job as always. Watson takes the snap from shotgun, hands off to Conroy up the right side. He's got maybe 4, now working on 5. And he just does not go down. That's actually Miles McLaughlin. My apologies.
Yeah, did a good job of setting up his blocks there. So huge 3rd down here for the Rochester Zebras. But, hey, first possession of the game, we saw Knox in the same position. Get stuffed on 3rd down, but then go for it on 4th.
And now Conroy comes in and McLaughlin comes out. It's just so hard to tell those two apart. They run so similar.
Same body type, same body build.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell. All right, Watson in shotgun. He's got Conroy out to his right. Watson set, takes the snap. He kept it himself up the middle. And maybe he got 3 or 4 on the play.
Again, that's that zone read option there. He has the option to either hand that off to Conroy, come across on the jet sweep action. But he's reading his keys and decided to keep it. So picked up 3 yards on 3rd and 5. So here we go, 4th and 2. This is the money down for the Rochester Zebras.
Yeah, if you're Knox, you've got to make something happen here. If you're the Rochester Zebras, this is your chance to get the ball in Knox territory to hopefully go up. But the Redskins have a plan here at 4th and 1. Watson at shotgun. Takes the snap. Fake to Conroy. Up the middle. I don't think he got it.
I don't think he got it.
That's a tough call. So a turnover on downs.
They're going for a spot on the far side. Yes, turnover on downs. So Knox defense here is going to have to step up.
This will be the first chance of the game the Rochester Zebras have to really take the lead. Much tighter situation of the game.
We talked about
we
talked about which defense is going to be able to step up and make a play.
This is probably the toughest position Knox has been in thus far this season. Let's see how they react. Rochester takes a snap, hands off the Deming up the left, and there's a couple Redskins. That looks like number 84, Landon Cole, on the stop.
Kind of surprised that Rochester maybe didn't go for the jugular right there and take a shot at the end zone after getting that big 4th down stop.
So 2nd and 10, no gain for the Zebras, as it's back to the drawing board here. They are in Knox territory on the 20, I can't even tell anymore, Chris. Hands off up the left side. Now back to number 20. He's got to the 5, the 10, 5, touchdown. That's number 20, Gavin McKee on the touchdown.
Yeah, that was that double handoff counter right there. And tell you what, he Knox was in position to make the play, but he broke the arm tackle, was able to get into the end zone, and just like that, Rochester goes down 8 at halftime to being up 6 and going for 2, it looks like here.
Well, sticking with the format. That's what they're doing. I'd say Schaefer is saying, all right, Radke, you're running for 2, I'll run for 2. Let's see what they do here.
Question I have is how many 2-point plays do you have in the arsenal to run?
That's a great question, Chris, as he hands off up the right side. That's number 7, and he's going to get it, Colton Pollock, as the 2-point conversion is made. As this is a totally different ball game. 32-24, the Zebras take the lead for the first time this game.
With 3:36 remaining in the third quarter, the scoreboard now reads Rochester 32. Knox.
Yeah, again, just power football right there. Out of the wing T formation, running the power, and Pollock has had success running that 2-point conversion. So, again, just like that, the Zebras go up 8 on the Redskins.
Well, it's been a completely different ball game than it was last week against Winamac. The Redskins facing a little adversity here early on in the second half, as there's 3 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the third. It's going to be an all-out back-and-forth game, it looks like, here all the way to the end.
And the Redskins here, McLaughlin replacing Xavier Roman on the kickoff return team. So McLaughlin last week against Winamac had that big kickoff return that changed the tide of that game. So
yeah,
be leery of number 2 here returning this kickoff.
Looks like Conroy and McLaughlin, the freshman and the sophomore, in the backfield to return this one as the kick is up and away. Looks like they're going to choose Conroy on this one. They must have watched film from last week. Here comes Conroy up to the 15. Now cuts back over to the 20, maybe to the 24, as he's brought down by number 20 for the Zebras, Gavin McKee.
Yeah, nice shot there by Conroy, but great discipline by the Rochester Zebras on their kickoff coverage team, staying in their lanes and breaking down and making the play. So, again, pretty good field position for the Knox Redskins. They're going to have to go put together a pretty lengthy drive here to get back in this game.
It's time for that little bit of Russ Radke magic here on this drive for the Knox Redskins as Watson takes the snap, hands off to Xavier Roman on the left side. He's cutting back up to the 40, now to the 45-50, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. He's going to take this one all the way to the house. Xavier Roman, touchdown Redskins.
Well, and Knox comes back and runs a jet sweep of their own, and Rochester didn't do a very good job of setting the edge. He got to the broke contain and was down the sidelines. Maybe they took Xavier Roman off the kickoff return team to keep his legs fresh to give him the ball there on that first play.
Well, and we've talked before, the way that this offense is set up, the way that Russ Radke has this set up, you've got to pay attention to every play because it seems like every play is really designed to score.
Well, he said that in the preseason show that we had on that Monday night. He said, if you're running an offensive play that's not designed to score, then you're wasting your time.
Well, they're going for 2. And he takes the snap, hands off to, looks like that was Conroy on the left side, and he's going to get the 2-point conversion. And he ties it up, 32 all.
Yeah, late call there. I was wondering if he got in. But again, Redskins come back and answer that touchdown by Rochester. So here we are, 3:21. Hey, what, a lot of 3s and 2s on that board. 3:21 left in the third quarter. It's 32-32.
Yeah, 32-32 with 3:21 to go here in the third. You're exactly right. A lot of 3s and 2s on that scoreboard. By the way, a fantastic scoreboard here in Knox, Indiana. Even got the Jumbotron on top of it. Boy, if my high school had something like that, it'd been fantastic. Beautiful. Well, today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Culver Portside Marina. They can make sure your boat is ready for the winter. If you need help storing or winterizing your watercraft, call Glenn Bailey at 574-842-5000. Sorry about that, Glenn. That's the Culver Portside Marina. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports.
But again, Rochester set to return this kickoff. They've had some pretty good success in the return game.
Conroy set to kick. Zebras ready to return as the kick is up and away. And they kick to Gavin McKee as he's got it up to about the 25, cuts it back to about the 27, and he's going to be stopped by about 4 Redskins, and the officials call the ball dead.
Yeah, call the ball dead about the 29-yard line. So Rochester will get first and 10 on the 29, ball on the right hash. So again, hey, we're right back to where we started, 32-32 tie game. Which defense is going to step up? And I talked about in the pregame show about turnovers being the key to this game, and we're still waiting for that first one.
Absolutely. We are waiting on something to happen. One of the defenses needs to step up here. If you're on the Knox side of the ball, this is the drive to do it. Aaron Swango under center takes the snap, hands off up the middle to Deming, and he gets stopped. I don't even know if he got a yard on that.
I tell you what, I'm standing out here on the sideline, and I'm looking, this Rochester Zebra offensive line is huge. And the Knox defensive front doing a good job of standing their ground. Again, Coach Radke at halftime, right before halftime, was talking about they need to be able to free up their linebackers. And right now, the Knox defensive front four is doing a pretty good job allowing the linebackers to roll.
2nd and 9 on the 30. Swango takes the snap, looks over to his left, hit hard at the same time. He's got number 4 with the outreach catch. That's Peyton Lunau, with a huge catch. And boy, Swango got smacked on that play right after he threw that ball. I'm surprised he got up as quick as he did, Chris.
And he's a tough kid, that's for sure. He's been playing quarterback, and he's been the lead blocker on several toss plays. But again, Rochester has found some success. They found a hole in Knox's secondary coverage with that pass play, that boot action.
1st and 10, ball on the Redskins' territory. Hands off to Deming up the middle. And I think they've just about figured out Deming's going to get the ball the majority of the time.
I'm still waiting for the quarterback, Swango, to make a play with his legs. He hasn't carried the ball once tonight, but again, you kind of get the feeling that they've got something set up for him to keep the ball one time and make something happen with his feet.
2nd and 8, ball on the 40-yard line in Knox territory. Swango takes a snap, hands off, and about 3 or 4 on the carry. It looks like that was number 4, Peyton Lunau.
And again, so Knox down defensively set themselves up for their money down, big 3rd down play here and get stopped. But again, with the way this game's going, I can see Rochester thinking they've got 2 plays here to pick up 4.5 yards.
All right, 3rd and 4 for the Zebras. Swango sets it in motion, takes the snap, hands off up the middle to Deming again. He's fighting for the first down. The Redskins meet him at the line. Let's see what happens.
Now, they've been running that play all night, and Deming actually stayed behind his blocker. He did not cut it back. But I think on that play, if he actually does cut it back, the hole was huge. But again, just looking to get the first down, move the chains and get a fresh set of downs. So Rochester, again, eating this clock. 38 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter in a tie game, 32-32.
All right, Swango under center. Sets his man in motion, takes the snap, pitch out to Deming. He's got about 3, maybe 4 on the carry, as he has been the workhorse for the Zebras tonight. I should say the work zebra for them tonight.
And I think Rochester's going to go ahead and just let this clock run out and go to the 4th quarter. 12 minutes to go in a tie game.
And we want to thank
I'm going to stay here and let them come back down to me.
Absolutely. And tonight's game is brought to you in part by Lawrence Farms. We thank Todd Lawrence for supporting local high school sports tonight, as that's the end of the third quarter, 32-all, tie ball game. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. We've got fourth quarter football action coming your way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Quick Grab 5-star in the Knox Mall. As always, it's another big 7 days of savings.
U.S. government inspected T-bone steaks family pack. Got to use WOW one more time. $3.99 a pound. Limit 3 packages with an additional $10 purchase. Want us to cut some chops? I think we can do that. U.S. government inspected boneless, thin, thicker butterfly pork chops in the family pack. $2.79 a pound. Where's that 5-star?
In the Knox Mall.
And we're back here at Community Field in Knox, Indiana. I'm Mitch Columby, along with sports analyst Chris McGowan. We are ready for fourth quarter football action. This has been a barn burner, Chris, 32-32. So exciting. Looks like he's chatting it up with a couple of officials. We're going to have to find out what they had to say. They're just busting his chops or something, it looks like. They are excited for Chris down on the sideline, and that's why we wanted to bring you this first-class action down on the sideline. We appreciate it from Chris. Who you talking to down there? A couple old friends?
Oh, well, yeah, a couple of my friends. I was talking to one guy about getting the short end of the stick. I'd have to be on the sideline with Russ Radke all game. But no, we were trying to choreograph me getting tossed out for publicity for the radio station.
Well, we'll take it, that's for sure, as Deming gets the handoff for about 3 or 4 on the carry. You're exactly right, Chris. We love having you down on the sideline, and looks like a lot of the coaches and the officials like it too. So we are so glad we can bring this type of broadcasting to this area, because this is how it's going to be from here on out.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of these guys that officiate football games I've had do my basketball game. So a lot of these guys I know, and we have a great rapport, contrary to popular belief.
3rd and 4, takes the snap, hands off to Deming up the right side. He's going to get the first down and a little bit more. Boy, they can create that space for Deming to just take that hole and make it happen. The Redskins are just having a tough time stopping it at times.
Yeah, and he's actually not looking to cut it back as much. He's now just he's making a hole. He's moving that pile, and he's okay with picking up 3 or 4 yards. Because again, hey, if we've got the football, Knox doesn't have the football, and we can control the clock, eat the clock, and punch another one in here in the fourth quarter and take the lead.
1st and 10, ball on the 22-yard line is the quarterback for the Zebras takes the snap, hands off. That's Aaron Swango, the quarterback.
Excuse me. There on the double handoff.
Yeah, that double handoff has really been screwing me up all game, Chris. I just really sound like a novice right
now. Well, you just got to be patient with it. Again, I tell you what, I wonder if they have it in the playbook where they fake that double handoff, because if the running back that gets the first handoff keeps it, he's over here standing next to me in the end zone.
All right, takes the snap, Swango up the middle to Deming, and Deming gets stuffed immediately.
Yeah, again, that Knox defense, bending a little bit but not breaking there. Good gang tackle there by the front 4 of the Knox Redskins. So big 3rd down here for the Rochester Zebras. I don't think we're going to see a double handoff counter, but maybe go back to that power play that they've been running.
All right, Swango takes the snap to Deming. He hands off. It looks like Deming's going to keep running forward towards that first down marker. Did he get it, Chris?
No, he's going to be a little bit short, it looks like, so it's going to be 4th down. But Knox doing a good job of grabbing the jersey. Oh, they're going to give him the first down. Wow. I thought he was a little bit short. Forward progress, I guess. So, again, the last time Rochester was down at this very goal, 1st and goal from the 10, and they got turned over on downs. Can Knox do it again?
All right, Swango, 1st and 10. 9 minutes to go. Hands off to Deming again. The work zebra. And he gains about 5 yards on that, coming up on the 850 mark.
Yeah, some hitting going on down here. Landed Cole that stuck his head in there. Deming coming at him and did a good job of bringing him to the ground. So 2nd and goal from about the 5.5-yard line.
5 yards to go for the Zebras as they're hoping to take the lead yet again. Aaron Swango under center takes the snap, hands off to Colton Pollock, and Pollock just drives towards the goal line as he may have got 2 or 3 yards on that carry.
It's the same exact situation we had right before halftime. 3rd and goal from the 3, and the Knox defense stepped up for 2 plays. So let's see if they can catch lightning in a bottle here and do it twice.
8 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. 3rd and 3 for the Zebras as Swango's under center again. Takes the snap, hands off to Deming up the middle, and he's going to get the touchdown as Deming, has had an amazing game tonight, Chris.
And we have an injury here on the field for the Redskins. Middle linebacker number 21. It's Caden Reisner.
Caden Reisner. This doesn't look good. Definitely not something you want to see on any side of the ball. Looks like it might be a right leg issue. The trainers are out there attending to him.
Yeah, pulling back his toes, so it's a cramp issue. So nothing major there. Just need some fluid. And just cramped up, right calf.
Might need to get some Gatorade over here. Some Pedialyte. I've got great experience with Pedialyte, Chris.
You don't have any kids, do you?
0. Thank goodness. Well, 38-32 right now.
Great, man. It'll change your,
No, go ahead.
change your entire worldview, that's for sure.
Oh, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I'm just not quite there yet. I'm having too much fun here up at the booth talking with you.
So here we go. Earlier I made a comment that this game may come down to which team can stop a 2-point conversion.
Well, we'll take this injury timeout to thank our friends from Zingo Express of Knox. They are a proud sponsor of tonight's football action. Stop by Zingo Express in Knox and fuel up both you and your vehicle the Zingo Express way.
Let's hear it for us, man.
And it's good to see Caden Reiser get up and walk off the field on his own power and will. That's a good sign if you're the Knox Redskins. Someone like him that provides so many good minutes.
The way he grabbed that right leg at first, I thought maybe it was a knee, but
that's what I thought.
Just a cramp, so he'll be back in for sure.
Aaron Swango, the quarterback for the Zebras, takes the snap, hands off the Deming up the middle for the 2-point conversion, and it looks like he got it. So 40-32 is the score right now here in the 4th quarter. Just under 8 minutes to go. The Redskins have a chance to really turn it around and make something happen here. The Zebras need a stop. We're going to take a quick break, Chris, but don't go anywhere, guys. We've got more 4th quarter football action coming your way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Last year, Friday nights were still game nights. But one thing was missing. You. This year, Tickets to Friday night high school football are available again. And when you buy yours, you're buying so much more than a ticket. You're making a contribution to your community. That's because the proceeds from ticket and concession sales help fund your school's athletic department. This is Friday night. This is your IHSAA.
And we're back here at Community Field as the Zebras get ready to kick off to the Redskins. It looks like Conroy McLaughlin and Xavier Roman are all back to receive. They kick it to Roman as Roman completes the catch. He is up to the 25-30, now to the 40, now to the 45-50. He's got a head full of steam, back to the 35-30, 25-20. He's going to take this one all the way to the house. Touchdown, Xavier Roman. The Redskins are back in action.
The way this game's going, we may be here all night.
I'd say so. We might have to go into overtime because these guys just can't quit scoring. Both teams brought their best game tonight. We talked to the coaches in the coaches' pregame show. We talked to each coach. They said they knew what each team had and they were going to bring their best. So we knew we were going to see each team's best game tonight, and that is exactly what we're seeing. Now, if you're a defensive person like you are, Chris, you might be a little upset by how high the game has scored, but if you're an offensive guy, this is the type of game you want to see back and forth, the competitive natures right now.
I got to be honest with you, I can't remember if I've ever seen a football game where neither team has punted.
I was about to say that. We haven't punted, and they haven't even kicked a field goal yet. It's all been 2-point conversions.
Yeah, we got to be pushing close to probably 800, 900 yards combined offense between the two teams.
Well, once you get back up here at the end of the game, we're going to get all those stats from our friend down here, as he is here as well. And Cohen Watson under center, ready to take the snap for the 2-point conversion. He hands off to McLaughlin, who's going to easily get the 2-point conversion. Good job by Miles McLaughlin. Tie ball game, 40-40 here in Knox.
Yeah, again, here we go. Basically 0-0 with 7:38 to go. Again, one of these defenses is going to have to step up and make a play.
It's going to come down to who's going to have the ball last, I'd say, Chris. Probably it looks like it's just going to be one of those types of games.
Yeah, I just wonder how our broadcast partner up here in Booth doing the PA tonight, Nathan Welter, how he's handling all this offense that's being basically done on the ground.
He's doing a fantastic job. The juice is there. He's excited. And that is what exactly he brought to our broadcast last Friday. We miss him, but we're holding the fort down. We're doing a great job tonight. We've got you down on the sidelines getting all the information. We got coaches' interviews at halftime, in and out. We're everywhere. We are here tonight, and we are not going anywhere.
He may not get this position back when he comes back. I'm just saying.
Well, I'll be honest with you.
I'm enjoying this way too much.
Well,
you go ahead and tell him while you're up there that he's going to have to fight me for it.
I will. And we talked in the preseason before we had the first game, Chris. I was surprised you let Nathan do that last week because I know how much you've been itching to get down there on the field.
Well, I know how he likes it down here too. So I'm a giving guy, I guess.
Conroy ready to kick away as the Zebras. A short kick over the heads. Ooh, they tried to make that an onside kick. Did they get the ball at the end?
And Knox got it.
The officials are having a conference.
We'll talk about it.
And they call it Zebras ball.
They're giving Rochester the football.
Radke pleading his case, also his son the same. And they're telling him to back up off the field. They swear they had that ball.
Well, look, it happened right in front of me, and it looked like he had possession when he was down, but I don't think he had complete possession. It kind of squirted on through the backside, and for both officials, that was kind of hard to see. And so they couldn't see it, so they went ahead, and who they saw had the ball last was the Rochester return man. So go ahead and going to give Rochester the football.
Well, here comes the senior, Aaron Swango, for the Rochester Zebras under center. He's done a fantastic job for them, making sure Deming gets all the hands off perfect as he hands off the Deming yet again there up the middle, and he gets maybe 3 yards.
All right, so here we go. 7:28 left in the fourth quarter, 40-40 ball game. Both teams have a full complement of timeouts. So, hey, if you're Knox, yeah, you didn't get that onside kick. So you got to forget about it. It's over, and you got to move on, and you got to get a stop here defensively and give your offense a chance to win this game in regulation.
7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, all tied at 40 apiece. Zebras with the ball. Aaron Swango, the senior, takes the snap, hands off the Deming again, and he doesn't get anywhere on that play.
Yeah, host of Redskins there on that tackle, 85. 24, 61, 14. Again, just swallowed him up and not allowing him to get any forward momentum. So big third down here defensively for the Redskins.
3rd and 5 for the Zebras as they are on the 37-yard line. Looking to make some noise here. Under center, takes the snap, pitches out the Deming on the right side. He's going to get the first down and more. He's at the 50, 45-40. 35-30, 25-20. He's got a guy, almost had the touchdown. That was, or almost had the tackle, excuse me. That was number 9, Rowan Jordan, but a touchdown for Deming as he has had an excellent game for them.
This is a track meet.
That's exactly what this
Into
is.
a football game and a track meet broke out.
Well, the Redskins almost chased him down.
Here we go again. Sorry, talking over you there for a second, but again, here we go. Can one of these defenses stop a 2-point conversion?
That might be what it comes down to, Chris, is what defense can stop a 2-point conversion, because it looks like neither team has any plans to kick a field goal anytime soon. Swango under center takes a snap, hands off to their guy, number 7, Colton Pollock,
nice,
who gets the 2-point conversion. They like to use Pollock on the 2-point conversion every time.
Yeah, they found some success running that power right there, and he did a good job of cutting it back and punching it in for 2. So here we go. The last time Rochester kicked off the Knox, it went back to the house. So take nothing for granted. If you're Rochester, you got to get down, you got to stay in your lane, stay disciplined. Seems like there's only 6 minutes and 13 seconds left here in this contest. It seems like it's an eternity.
Thank you to LAP Waste Disposal of Monterey for being one of our sponsors tonight. They specialize in trash dumpsters in several sizes to meet your needs. Super quick dumpster delivery and pickup, and at a flat rate with no hidden fees. Call 574-542-4019. That's LAP Waste Disposal. 48-40, the Zebras lead. A big-time scoring game. It's been an offensive affair here in Knox at Community Field. Mitch Columby, along with our sports analyst down on the sideline, getting all the inside information, Chris McGowan. Well, Chris, it's coming down to, like you said, time of possession and who's going to have the ball here at the end. Are you conservative, or do you want to score right away here if you're Knox?
You want to score anytime you can. But again, just joking with the great East Doctor over on the sideline, I said, I don't know if I would want to be a defensive player in the film room tomorrow morning for either one of these teams.
I was about to say that as well. As the kick is up and away, a short kick just like, boy, they are mimicking everything the Redskins are doing tonight. It's just been a mirror image type of game.
Hey, anything you can do, I can do better. It's been a fun, exciting game, that's for sure. If you like offense, you like, running game offense, this has been your type of game. But like I said just a couple of minutes ago, yeah, I would not want to be a defensive player in the film room tomorrow. Watching this film, breaking it down, I wouldn't want to be the defensive coordinator either.
Well, 1st and 10 for
two offenses that are juggernauts.
Yeah, that's for sure. Tonight we are seeing that as it's 1st and 10 with 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. A handoff, it looks like, to Conroy. I didn't see the number. It looked like him, though.
That was Roman.
Nope, Roman.
Jet sweep.
Xavier Roman. He's had a heck of a game as well. But no
I'll tell you
gain.
what, though, I'll be honest, I'm scared every time he gets that jet sweep handoff because he's moving that ball around from left hand to right hand, inside hand to outside hand an awful lot and a lot of traffic. So somebody gets their big paw in there and knocks that loose. That could be the turnover that we're looking for.
2nd and 10, ball on the 30. Takes a snap, and there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, somebody jumped off sides there for Rochester, so a free 5 yards for the Redskins. They'll take it.
I just got a text from the athletic director over at North Judson. They beat Caston tonight in a big fashion, Chris, 52-8, as Watson takes the snap, hands off the middle. And it looks like that is Conroy for about 4 yards. But, yeah, North Judson with a big win tonight, 52-8.
Yeah, taking care of business on their first road trip of the year, making that long trip over to Caston High School.
Big shout-out to athletic director at North
big
Judson.
down here for the Zebras.
Yeah, big shout-out to North Judson St. Pierre athletic director Michael Sarkozy for sending me that information. As here we are, 3rd and 2 for the Redskins. They need something here. Watson in shotgun takes the snap, fake, hands off, keeps it himself up the middle. He's going to get the first down, and that is a bread and butter play for him.
Yeah, zone option there, zone read, and does a good job of reading it and getting north, actually getting south, and picking up that first down. So, again, 4:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. If you're just joining us, not too much defense being played here tonight as Rochester leads 48-40. Yeah, you heard me right, 48-40. First time I think I've ever been a part of a football game where neither team is punting.
That's one for me as well, even though I'm very young in my career here. All right, Watson takes a snap. He fumbles it almost, but he keeps it in his hands, and he saved that play. They lost a yard, but he saved that play. He almost dropped the snap there from where I was standing.
Yeah, and showed great poise there. Didn't panic and just, control the football and did not turn it over. So, again, that might be the one play that this Rochester defense needs to get a stop here against this Redskin offense.
Well, here we go. 2nd and 10, just under 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Zebras up 48-40. Redskins need something here. The senior, Cohen Watson, under center. Sets him in motion, takes the snap, pitch out to Conroy. He's got about 5 yards and more up the right side. He's going to get the first down.
Well, so much for getting a big play, a big stop on first down. Knox comes back and just running some bread and butter toss sweep right there, getting a bunch of bodies out in front of the football and picking up another first down. So here we go, 1st and 10, 3:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. Knox trailing by 8.
All right, Redskins take the snap. Watson keeps the fake handoff. He's up the left side, and he's got about 7. It looks like they're going to use Watson here late.
Wow, this game, what a football game.
Second and 4, 2:45 to go in the fourth, and Radke lets the clock run. Trusting in his senior QB, Cohen Watson hands off to Conroy up the right side, and he's got the first down and a few yards more.
Now, here's the thing. We're going to clock's going to stop here. So I set the change because Knox picked up the first down. But, hey, 2:34 left. Knox has all 3 timeouts. So does Rochester. Knox is a threat. Anytime they touch the ball, it takes the house. But, again, you might want to start picking up the urgency or you're going to find yourself running out of time.
Watson in shotgun takes the snap, fake handoff to Conroy, keeps it himself up the left side. He's got about 6, maybe 7 yards, and they are trusting the process.
Be interesting to see which team blinks first and takes a timeout. Rochester, do they want to take a timeout and try to regroup defensively and try to save as much time if Knox does score and gets a 2-point conversion to have a chance to win it in regulation?
Clock's running, a minute 40 to 48. Zebras lead. Pitch out to the right side.
Oh, late penalty flag.
Looks like that was Rowan Jordan who was actually playing the QB on that possession. And there is a flag on the play. Let's see what it is. Bright side, that stops the clock for the Redskins. But let's see what happens. Oh, it's on the offense.
Yeah, it's like they call a hold. It'll be a 10-yard walk-off from the spot.
Well, not something you want to see here this late in the game if you're Russ Radke. Let's see what the Redskins can concoct here with a minute 36 to go. They need 8 points to tie the ball game. Boy, those 2-point conversions really can come back to bite you.
Minute 36, got all 3 timeouts. But again, the ball's sitting on about the 27-yard line?
2nd and 10, takes the snap. Hands off to Conroy up the left side. Now back over to the middle. He cuts back to the right. He's at the 20. Now he's going to the outside. He breaks another tackle, and he goes out of bounds. A smart play by the sophomore, Jake Conroy. 1st and 10. What a heck of a play.
Yeah, they gave him the first down. More importantly, the clock stopped. You don't have to call a timeout. And he got out of bounds. So minute 20. And the Knox Redskins are in the red zone on the 17-yard line.
1st and 10. Clock's running. A minute 15 to go. No, the clock stopped now. Fake handoff. Watson keeps it up the middle. And now a minute 10. And the clock is running. It looks like. And there is a timeout on the play.
Timeout here.
We're going to join them as well. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
For that major cleanup or building project at your house or business, Lap Waste of Monterey offers dumpster rental and trash removal with efficiency and reasonable pricing. Lap Waste provides you with a dumpster rental to meet all your practical needs. Your trash removal needs may include things like refrigerator disposal, construction or yard waste removal. Whatever the need, call Lap Waste at 574-542-4019 or book online. For your trash removal needs, there's no waste with Lap Waste.
Hey folks, Auto Park Fort LaPorte has got some news for you. We now have the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in LaPorte County. So if you're in the market, come and check us out because right now is the best time to trade in your current vehicle. Not interested in purchasing a vehicle? That's okay. We'll buy yours even if you don't buy ours. Not currently in the market, but your car needs serviced? Come check out our newly renovated service department and let them take care of all your service needs. And remember, we're not just an auto dealer, we're an auto park.
Welcome back to Community Field here as Knox 2nd and 8, 40 to 48. They need to score here with coming up on a minute to go. Watson takes the snap, fake hands off. He keeps it himself up the middle. He's fighting for the first down, and he may have it. Chris, what do you see?
Just a patient run there by Colin Watson, but again, you're under a minute to go. Knox needs to pick up the pace there a little bit. They still got 2 timeouts, but 3rd and 3. Big third down here for the Zebras.
Clock running, 44 seconds to go. Takes the snap, hands off to Conroy up the left side. He's going to get stopped. There's a flag on the play as well, as the clock will stop at 38 seconds to go here in the 4th.
That looks like it may be in the area of maybe a face mask.
We'll wait for the call and see what happens here. Boy, they're taking their time on this one, Chris.
They're asking the Rochester Zebras whether they want to accept the penalty or decline the penalty, and Rochester's going to take them back. So, holding penalty.
My goodness. Well, this late in the game, that is something you just don't want to see. The Redskins have had maybe 3 to 4 penalties tonight that have really hurt them.
Now, don't forget, Knox had success. I think on the very first possession, they ran Wackle down the middle of the field. See if they can maybe come back to that play here, needing to score from outside the 20.
Well, now the Zebras are going to take a timeout and chat things over, as the Redskins will have another chat to talk things over as well. We'll see what they do here with 38 seconds to go, 3rd and 13. What are you thinking, Chris?
I'm thinking you got to give yourself a chance here. You want to score, obviously, but give yourself a chance here to at least pick up the first down. You still got 2 timeouts. You want to try to make this 38 seconds, if you're Knox, last as long as you can to give yourself an opportunity to run as many plays to try to score. And then if you do score, as a head coach, you got to be thinking right now, okay, if we do punch this in, what play are we going to come back for? Because we have to get the 2-point conversion to be able to send it to overtime. So there's a lot going on, a lot of variables going on, a lot of moving parts. But again, first thing, you still got the 2 timeouts, 38 seconds. You got to get a first down if you don't score.
Well, Knox's first home game of the season was what has been a success in my eyes as far as the bleachers is my concern, fully packed. The band under Craig Phipps has done a fantastic job as Watson takes the snap, a shotgun, hands off to Conroy, then back over to Xavier Roman. It's a reverse up the left side. Is he in? Touchdown, Redskins! But let's not get ahead of ourselves, Chris. They've still got to get the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, great call there by the Redskins on the reverse. Double handoff there. So kind of that wing-back counter, but that was a full-blown reverse there. And Roman did a good job of breaking a tackle at about the 10-yard line to punch that ball in. So here we go. 48-46. Yes, 48-46. Knocks down 2, 28 seconds to go. Running the 2-point conversion.
Well, possibly the biggest play of the game. As there's a timeout on the field, it looks like. Rochester, they want to check things out here. They've seen 2-point conversions all night, just like the Knox Redskins have. Just like the Knox Redskins have, Chris.
Yeah, so here we go. I wouldn't be surprised if Rochester doesn't do something kind of crazy and maybe run a punt block at this offense here just to try to get somebody to be able to break a crease and make a play in the backfield.
Well, I'd say the best case scenario for the Redskins right now is to score this 2-point conversion and take it into overtime, which will be a fantastic broadcast for me. I'd love to take this into overtime. I just don't want to go home yet, Chris.
Well, I'm actually starting to get kind of hungry, so you won't like me when I get really hungry. But again, yeah. The way this game's been played, you hate to see either team lose, really.
All right, here we go. The Redskins set for the 2-point conversion. Senior quarterback Cohen Watson under center takes the snap. Hands off, pitches out to Conroy, and he's short. He's not going to get it.
And he did not get it.
Well, that just didn't go the way the Redskins wanted it to go on that play. A definite learning scenario right there on that one. As it looks like there's a player down in front of you, Chris. Who is that?
Now, I can't really get a number here, but I think about 58 for Rochester.
58, Eli Swango. Might be in relation to the quarterback, Aaron, as he's down on the play, shaken up. Trainers over there checking him out. But the Knox Redskins did not tie the ball game up. So on this kickoff here, Chris, obviously we're looking at a side, probably a onside kick.
Onside kick. Yeah, it's going to have to be.
Which they somewhat tried on the last time.
Right, and it was almost successful. Again, now if you're Rochester, obviously you're going to have your hands team out there, or what I used to call the bomb squad when I coached. People that are adept to fielding the football. So again, you're going to have to do a good job and make sure you secure it if you're Rochester, because the game's going to come down to whether or not Knox can execute this onside kick.
Well, I'll tell you what, the conversation we're going to have with Russ Radke in the morning on the Saturday Sports Line show is going to be a tough one to go through for him, I'm guessing. But it'll be interesting to see what he was kind of thinking there throughout the whole game, and then towards the end here, this onside kick of how do you practice for something like this? You know, this is a tough thing to practice because the ball could catch on the ground at any point and bounce up. Just the variables are so tough to really gauge.
Well, you just basically you have your kicker actually practices onside kicking, and you just you put your guys out there that you're going to have people in the football, and you just run repetition after repetition after repetition.
Well, here we go. The onside kick's ready. The Zebras are ready as well as Conroy is set. And the whistle is blown. Here comes the onside kick. Conroy does it, and the Zebras are going to secure it down easily.
And that's the quarterback, Swango, there making the play.
I'd say
so just like that, Knox has 2 timeouts, but Rochester is just going to take a couple of knees and come away with a 2-point victory.
Well, we appreciate you joining us here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Don't forget, every Friday night right here, you can get your football action for area high school sports. Next week, we will be at the Knox Culver game. That should be a very good game, another home game here in Knox, as they will look to turn things around and tie things up 1-1. And the first knee is taken by Swango. I guess I should say.
I'm going to go ahead and make my way on up.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on up here. We'll have the post-game show. Stick around for that as well, for the Collins Insurance post-game show.
Well, it came down to which team could stop the 2-point conversion.
Well, there's the end of the game. 46-48, the Zebras win. Redskins with their first loss of the season, but they did score 46 points, so that offense is lethal. But a definite learning lesson for tonight. Stick around for the Collins Insurance postgame show. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winamac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winamac. Call 574-946-6894.
Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi and Chris McGowan on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Coke knows there's nothing better than the beat of the summer. The beat begins in a simple and mellow place, from low-key to hyped up. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of the artist's experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke so you never miss out on all the amazing offers we're dropping this summer.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show. Let's get back to Mitch Columbi and Chris McGowan.
Well, an unfortunate loss for the Knox Redskins tonight. They really were battle-tested throughout the whole game. 46-48 is the final score, as it was an offensive affair. And we've got Chris McGowan, our sports analyst, back here in the booth. And Chris, we appreciate you being down there on the sideline. I'm sure you got your steps in tonight. I stood up the whole game just because I knew you were going through some pain down there, so I appreciate you doing that. But tell me a little bit about what you saw down there, your first sideline reporting game. Unfortunate loss for the Knox Redskins, but the Rochester Zebras, they're 2-0 now.
Oh, just a tremendous effort. Like I said before coming up here, you hate to see either team lose that football game. Offensively, both teams played that well. Defensively, it's hard to tell. Are the offenses that good? But, when you execute, and both teams executed offensively, you end up with a track meet. But again, we talked about it, several times throughout the game. It's going to come down to which team can defend the 2-point conversion, and Rochester came up big on that last one.
Well, and we saw the 3 All-Stars for the Knox Redskins. We saw Xavier Roman, we saw Miles McLaughlin, and we also saw Jake Conroy do a lot of the heavy running for the Redskins attack. And then, Cohen Watson, the senior QB, he did a very fantastic job as well. They just came up short. And those 2-point conversions, hey, they set the tone with the 2-point conversions, and Rochester just said, hey, we'll do that too. It looks like Rochester got the better of them in the end.
I'll tell you what, you got to give Knox all the credit in the world too to be able to take that last drive, knowing you need a score, 3rd and forever, and they call the reverse after the timeout, and Xavier Roman punches it in. It's a testament to them and what they're able to do. So. Again, to be able to put yourself in that position to be able to maybe force it to overtime.
Well, we're going to take a break and come back and talk about the Stark County Co-op play of the game. This is the Collins Insurance post-game show with sports analyst Chris McGowan. I'm Mitch Columby on hand. So glad you're with us. Let's pause for 60 seconds. We'll be right back. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Collins Insurance Agency in Knox has done it again. They have earned the distinction of preferred agency partner from the Western Reserve Insurance Company. Can't touch this. So what does that mean for you? Collins Insurance Agency provides themselves of taking care of its community. That means providing the best insurance that keeps you and your family safe in a time of need. And with this honor, Collins Insurance Agency looks forward to providing Stark and surrounding counties the best customer service you and your family deserve. Collins Insurance Agency in Knox, living the golden rule by treating you like family.
Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is proud to be our area's newest sales representatives for Pioneer Hybrid Seed. This is Andy Awald. Pioneer offers top-of-the-line genetics, a complete portfolio including alfalfa and wheat seed, and cutting-edge seed traits and technologies. Combined with exceptional financing options, Pioneer provides the total package, one that we are proud to be able to offer our customers. If you are currently working with a Pioneer sales representative, you have made a good choice. If you aren't, let Farm Fertilizers and Seeds show you how Pioneer can work on your farm. Call us today at 867-2441 to answer any of your questions.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op play of the game. Now, let's return to the voices of WKVI Sports Director Mitch Columby and Sports Analyst Chris McGowan.
Well, the Stark County Co-op play of the game this evening was the very last play, where Knox tried to get the 2-point conversion, and the Rochester Zebras just cut them short. It's unfortunate. The running back, Jake Conroy, really was close, but the Zebras got the better of them at the end, as it was a 2-point conversion affair. We didn't see any field goals. We didn't see any punting. This was an offensive night for the Redskins and the Zebras. So that's our Stark County Co-op play of the game, the final game. That was the deciding play of the game here on KVB 99.3 FM. We appreciate you joining us. We've got the 5-star player of the game coming up. You're listening to the Collins Insurance postgame show here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
For that major cleanup or building project at your house or business, Lap Waste of Monterey offers dumpster rental and trash removal with efficiency and reasonable pricing. Lap Waste provides you with a dumpster rental to meet all your practical needs. Your trash removal needs may include things like refrigerator disposal, construction or yard waste removal. Whatever the need, call Lap Waste at 574-542-4019 or book online. For your trash removal needs, there's no waste with Lap Waste.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Mitch?
Thanks, John. It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson San Pierre High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th, 2008. We'll tell you who earned that honor after this word from 5-star.
Five Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5 Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5 Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Our 5-star player of the game, Chris, who'd you choose?
Well, before we get into the individual player of the game, we were joking halfway through that second half about we've got to be pushing close to 800 to 900 yards of total offense.
It's ridiculous, yeah. Crazy.
Well, Rochester, 63 plays, 407 yards of total offense. Knox, 36 plays, 422.
My goodness.
So 829 yards of total offense. It's like I've been around the game a time or two.
I'd say so. I mean, that is an offensive game for sure.
But again, just time of possession, Rochester 29 minutes, 11 seconds to Knox's 18 minutes, 49 seconds. But to our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, I got to give it to Deming.
I think you're right.
Number 30 from Rochester. Had himself a game tonight, 35 carries. Matt, you want to talk about a workload? They only ran 63 offensive plays, and he touched the ball 35. He carried the ball 35 times, over half their offense. But again, Alex Deming, the junior, 35 carries, 230 yards on the ground.
Unbelievable
for the Rochester Zebras.
Seems
like anytime they needed a first down, he was there. Probably had 2 or 3 touchdowns. But again, Ashley Derrickson, 5-star player of the game, number 30 for the Rochester Zebras, Alex Deming.
We congratulate Alex on a great game tonight. An unfortunate loss for the Knox Redskins, 46-48. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. Well, Chris, we finish up week 2 here in Knox. We'll be back next week for our 3rd game of the season here in Knox versus Culver. The Rochester Zebras move on for their 2nd home game of the year against Whitco as we are set for another week of high school football action.
So we're back here next week?
We are back here next week.
Nate's doing the PA, so I'm on the field.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. The more we can get you on the field, the more exciting this broadcast is, and we're so glad.
You, I love it. I love it. I get to be out there with a bunch of people I know. Now, next week, I'm pretty close with the Culver coaching staff. I might be spending a little bit more time over on the Culver side.
Absolutely.
Next week. But, again, it was a lot of fun. And like I said, I got that itch to get back on the sideline and put the headset back on as a head coach. But, it is – this keeps me involved, being able to do this. And, I had my opportunity and it passed me by. So, I'm just going to live life the way I want to and help out when I can. And again, just a great football game, and it really does feel bad for the Redskins just because they played well enough to win. But
they did. You
got to give Rochester credit. They stepped up and made that stop on the 2-point conversion when they needed to, when the game on the line, and they come away with a 2-point victory.
Well, join us tomorrow morning for the Saturday Sportsline Show, the longest-running coaches show in Indiana high school sports. We will be live at 8 Central a.m. till 10 a.m. Central. We will have all the area coaches, a lot of sports talk, scores, and more first thing in the morning. Myself and sports analyst Chris McGowan will be on hand. Well, Chris, we appreciate you down there and appreciate you coming up to chat with us for a little bit.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Well, hey, until next time, until tomorrow.
Yeah, until tomorrow.
Until tomorrow. We appreciate you tuning in. And have a good evening. Thank you so much. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to High School Football. football on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver Portside Marina, Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service, Dairy Queen of Winnemac, Patrick Auto Group, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, Ancilla College, LAP Waste Disposal, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winnemac, and 5-Star. We thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports.